Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Danes and Dice, episode number 14! Yeah! I'm Toby, the Dungeon Master, but I am not alone, I'm joined by these peoples.
Hi, hello. Citizens.
Hey.
As you can see, we are one player short today, as we were in the previous session. Mr. Marcus is not with us today, but that doesn't matter, because currently he is not... Dom is not here anyway.
That's true.
Or maybe he is.
He gonna die.
We're about to find out anyway. So let's do a quick round of introduction, starting with Zeke.
Hi, my name is Mikkel. I'll be playing the Satyr Sorcerer Zeke. And at the moment I'm level 3 Sorcerer of the Wild Magic.
Woo! My name is Frederick. I'll be playing Kevin Riddlewood. I am a Dwarven Monk level 3.
My name is Julian and I play the Tiefling Wizard, who is also level 3, and his name is Barzoon.
And my name is Emil. I will be playing the Bard Gonk, whose real name is Jimble Grimdale, but he's a half-orc. And he's the brother of Dominic.
And Marcus is not here. He plays Dominic, who is also a half-orc fighter, level 3. Without further ado, let's do a quick round of no introductions, because we just did that. Let's do a quick recap of what happened last session, Zeke.
Yes, what happened last time was that we went through the town once again. We came to confession of the police officers that we might have been involved with killing some rats and probably breaking and entering as a job for some halflings. And we also got a few more leads on what to do. Some of us were very frustrated. We couldn't do more, and then we just decided that we wanted to go down to the harbor to just make the time pass. And we wanted to go help. And now we're stuck at some prams, and Dom has just been taken into the water by a big vine of seaweed. Also, we got the job to talk to Brisbane, I think his name was.
Brisbane.
Yes, which is a friend of Dom's, and that he might be in some sort of conspiracy thing that one of the Helms Marlin is doubting some of the fellow Helms. So we're picking up some leads. We had a lot of different discussions, and we also went into a cheese shop that didn't go quite as well as we'd hoped, pretty much scaring the shop owner. And also, by doing the same encounter, we found out that the basement or the cellar that we were in previously had been fixed up. All the holes which the rats had come in through have been fixed, and also the body of the dead person is gone. Yes.
We agreed to go undercover for...
and we agreed to go undercover from Leighton, the detective.
He changed his name every session.
Leighton?
First it was Leighton, then it was Leighton, now it's Leighton.
Now it's Howard.
Leighton.
Howard also. In any case, that is what happened in the previous session. If you didn't watch it, do feel free to go back and watch it. But now, let's play some D&D. We start today's session by doing something we have never done before. Roll initiative!
I continue my search for
I'm still playing my lute.
the worst numbers in the world.
Yeah. Join the club.
So he's not
What
like,
happens as today's session starts is that as our dear and beloved Bassoon was helped out of the water, a vine came from behind him, up through the water, grabbing Dom, who was currently in the middle of helping Bassoon out of the water, pulling him down under the water. And as that happened, we, as you can see on your screen, hear a loud burst of crackling planks of
I go somewhere else, seek.
wood being destroyed, and out of the middle of this center pram, a massive seaweed creature rises. And a lot of the seaweed around you now starts kind of waving around in the water. And Bassoon, you are currently on the middle boat. You would be right, let me mark it for you on here so it's easier to see. You would currently be
In the hole.
no
In the mouth.
Damn it, Blizzard, get out of there!
currently here.
I have 5 hits.
And for those of you guys who don't know, this around is where Dom was fell into the water. We have got Mr. Gonk here in the boat playing his instrument. We have got Mr. Seek. Oh, he would be over here currently. Fixing everything. We have got Kevin currently positioned up here, working on the seaweed.
Can I just say I would be here on my stomach?
Well, then you're prone. That's completely
Oh
alright.
fuck! I'm prone.
You would be on your stomach. That is what's going on. And I would
I'm
love
not
for
so
all of you
fond of
to
water.
roll initiative.
We did.
We
You
did.
did.
You already-
I would like for all of you to tell me what you rolled.
We did.
No.
19.
6.
6. We have a shared turn.
Oh, but we're so far from each other.
7.
Today's first natural 20 went to.
Double attack.
Well, at least there's only one, right?
The first thing that happens
Critical
is that you don't even hear a roar. It's just a burst of sound, a combination of water and everything else. Actually, I would like for you. Nope, you don't make a constitution saving throw because you are on your stomach currently.
That's
You're
me,
also
no?
prone.
Me?
Yes. Considering the fact that you've just been helped up from the boat, and this pretty much happens in the exact same movement. Had you been on your feet, you would have been not prone anyway, because the boat, or the pram you're on, makes like a big wave.
You.
Exactly. So you're lying prone on your stomach, and
Yes.
you just, as you kind of look up, you see this big tangle of vines and crazy shit. As a matter of fact, let's use this.
Oh no. Would be
Because
like
this is a very tall creature.
Yes.
Just put it in the middle. Put, well, I mean, it looks to be alive anyway. Put the D20 on top of it. For the sake of
the golden one.
There we go.
Oh,
That's good. That one is within the natural 20 as well, so
this is
leave it there.
Swedish.
No, this is good. This is good. And the first thing that happens is as you're lying on your stomach, this monster, you just see one of the vines kind of coming from the side and slapping towards you. Bitch, please. And someone died. And right as it kind of comes flinging towards you, you just exactly manage to drop back down on your chest. And it flies above you. And instantly after, you just see another one coming from up above you down towards you. And you just exactly manage to kind of roll your way to the side. But as it slams down, you can roll towards the left. As it slams down on the ground, you just see a big dent in this premium, and it slowly starts to take more water. And then it's sick.
Okay, I would like to I would like to cast Magic Missile.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do. I just have to check one thing real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would like to use Meta Magic as a twin spell. And then I would like to cast.
Spell twice.
Yes, the spell twice. So it's 2 level 1 spells, please.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Yes. So let's just one here.
10.
Yes. So
Nine.
that'll be equal to.
Let's get ready.
6 D4
Sorcerer.
plus 6.
Okay.
I like this music.
And that's only 1 level. Okay. And that is 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9 plus 6. That's 15 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 15. And that I think will be my turn. Yes.
So you turn around, you see this massive creature or whatever seaweed being, and you just start launching your missiles ahead. Roll me a d20.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
And now it's twice the
That'll be
size.
18.
Okay. And then it is Gonk's turn. You are in the boat, and you just see,
I'm in the boat.
as you were playing, you just see this again massive creature rise out of the water.
Yeah.
Being anyway.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whisper as a level 2 spell.
Okay.
So I will. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. If it's a deafened creature, it automatically succeeds on the save, and then it takes half the damage.
Okay. It is not a deafened creature.
You can talk
Wait, what is
to it.
If it is a deafened, what did you say?
A deafened creature.
Okay, but it is not a deafened creature.
Well, then it
you
must
roll
save.
something.
Then it must make a wisdom saving throw.
And how much do you have to beat?
12.
It did not beat that.
Great. So then it's 3d6 and plus 1d6, so 46.
You need.
I'm
You've got.
just gonna take Miguel's stash.
You have to do a video at some point where you just tell about all your dice.
That's 13.
Or maybe.
Yeah. As you use your dissonant whisper, let me just read over one thing real quick.
There's also the thing that it has to move as far away as possible.
Yep, it does not do that.
Everything moves with it.
All of a sudden you sit alone in a boat. Guys! One second.
I love that you just stay in the boat, like, I'm good here.
Just scream at
So you do this whisper, and you see how this big plant essentially reacts to the sound that is being made, and but stays in place.
Great. Then I'm gonna put my loot away.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
And can I also pick up my sword?
No.
No. Then that's it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay put.
Then it is Kevin and Basil's turn.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna stand up.
Well, since we're so far away from each other,
I mean, you can
guess-
take your turn separately.
Yeah, I think this time we're gonna take it separate.
Cool.
Okay? Kevin first.
I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's half my movement, right?
Correct.
Yes. So I have. Well,
So you
I
have 15
left.
movement.
It's just
Okay.
I have 35 feet.
Oh.
Is it still just 15?
Let's say 15.
I have 15 movement left. And does it take anything to jump? Or is it.
Well, jump is an action.
But can I jump from one pram to another?
I mean, you can walk there right next to each other.
Okay, cool. I don't have to jump.
No.
So
Where do you want to be?
5, 10, 15.
As you make your way down towards, put you down on the edge in between the two.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You see the seaweed reacting to your presence, kind of coming closer to you as you start trying to cross over.
So this is really a bad idea, but I think I'm actually gonna
Punch that seaweed.
And use
I'm
a
not
key
gonna
point.
tell you not to.
So I'm gonna use a key point on flurry of blows. So I have how many more? 1 second. It's here. 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 in total.
Yes.
And do I have to roll for all 3 of them, right?
You do.
So the first one is a 9.
Does not hit.
The second one is a 15
Yes.
and 20,
Yes.
but not
Not
net.
it. You see how the first punch, you roll kind of as if the weeds are kind of opening around your hand, and then as the second one punch, it clearly, like the second two clearly connects with something.
Great. And when I do that, I have the open hand technique.
Mm-hmm.
And I can either push it away 15 feet if it fails a strength saving throw, or it can't take a reaction until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make it not take reactions. Hopefully it's intertwined with the big one. And it takes...
But what you're punching right now is the big one, isn't it?
No, it's the seaweed.
Oh, okay.
Or...
No, that's fine.
Because I'm not at the...
I get enough. Okay.
So it was the seaweed coming out to me.
Got it? Okay.
Yeah. And the seaweed is gonna take... This is so stupid.
Die, seaweed!
So it's
So this campaign is like rats and seaweed.
And I did my part.
Epic adventure.
Yeah.
Ow, ow.
You punch the seaweed.
Yes,
And destroy the
and
boat.
it can't take reactions now.
Nope, the seaweed will not be taking any reactions.
Yes.
Well done, sir.
Yeah,
Is that your turn?
that makes sense.
That's my turn.
All right.
It's Basil's turn.
Then I would like to stand up. And I would like to use Misty Step to teleport myself.
Yeah.
To where?
To where? I think I want to teleport myself over to this spot over here.
Yeah.
And
Close to the edge.
I guess I can't.
Is that an action
That's-
or a bonus action?
That's a spell, so I
Yeah,
guess
but it
That would be.
depends.
Does it say?
let me
I'm
just
pretty sure
check.
it's
It's a bonus action.
Pretty
or an
sure it's an
action.
action.
Yeah. There are some times that you can cast as a bonus action.
Yes,
so-
it's a bonus action
and then you can cast
there you
as
go.
a cantrip as an
as my main action. Okay. Then I would.
depends on you.
No, okay.
Then I would like to use my main action
it's
and
He just said.
1 second. How much does this have? I think I would like to cast Chill Touch on the big creature.
Yeah.
So should I just do like an attack roll?
You do whatever your spell requires you to do.
What does it say that you have to do?
Yeah, where does it say that?
It says that you create a ghostly skeleton hand.
Oh yeah. It says I
Range spell attack, yeah.
We have range spell attack.
make a ranged spell attack against the creature.
1d8
1d.
if you hit it.
If I hit it, yes,
So
good.
you make a ranged spell attack.
Yes.
Roll a d20.
Gotcha.
And then you use your spell modifier to add to your roll.
All right, so that's a 11.
Yeah, you see this kind of ghostly hand flying as you kind of send it off, and how this massive seaweed plant just kind of opens up, kind of, and it flies straight through and just kind of vanishes on the backside of it.
Hate seaweed. True.
Yeah.
True day.
Then it is Seaweed's turn. And Seaweed's turn, it doesn't have eyes, so it's not looking anyway, but within a second of you having started to punch the seaweed, you just see like a big slam of seaweed coming down towards you, and manage to just jump back a step, and
Yes, I do.
it kind of just slams down into the boat right in front of you and makes a pretty big dent in the wood there as well. So let me just actually put this up for you. So we currently have dents both here and down here, just so you know.
This is the Titanic of seaweed.
And just imagine this being this tower of seaweed, and from the side, it slings towards you as well.
How did I become tank here? Oh, that's because I'm not.
And you just exactly managed to dodge underneath it. The highest I've rolled so far is a 5.
Well, I
4 attacks.
know that feeling.
And it is now 16.
Yay! Okay, I'll do the exact same thing. I'll use magic missiles at level 1 and also do it another time with the twin spell.
Pew pew pew.
Pew pew pew. So that's 64s and plus 6. Yes. And that is 4, 6, 9, 10, 14, 16 plus 6. That's 22 points of damage. And I use the sorcery point on that as well.
Yes. You just see all these missiles coming flying in and hitting different parts of the vines. Some of the seaweed kind of vines start falling off. As you hit in others, it kind of just disappears into the. But you see kind of a movement in this big plant as you hit with every single one of them. Roll a d20.
Is it a reaction?
14.
It can't take. Oh, well, I don't know if it can. The seaweed
just
can't.
showed that it got hit.
God damn it.
The little seaweed cannot take a reaction. That is true.
That's so funny.
Luckily it didn't.
Then it is Gog's turn.
Great. I'm gonna.
Unless if you want to do something else.
I think I'm standing next to seaweed right here,
You
right?
are.
Then I probably would be moving just a bit out of the way of that.
Would you? You did not see what happened with Kevin.
I haven't seen him slamming down on this one either.
Yes, you did, but you didn't see the whole
I
small
haven't
thing.
noticed there's seaweed behind me, no.
I mean, you probably have because you're trying to remove it before.
Yeah.
If you move.
Do it.
It's more that
For the gram.
Do it.
sure, I'll just move out of the way.
Yeah.
Just one square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gog.
Yes. I'm gonna pick up my sling. And I won't use it yet because I will do Dissonant Whispers at level 1.
Sounds good.
So you have to succeed on it.
Yes. I do not succeed.
Great!
Die!
Off my whispering. Does seaweed have ears? It's a plane?
It's not Devon.
Yeah.
And I guess that is it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Then it is Kevin and Asmon's turn.
Do you have anything? So I think I look back, I see you doing that thing.
Yeah.
Look back. I just say, help me jump.
I can't do that yet.
No, I'm like, I don't know what that's
He's
for.
a wizard! Like,
Should I boost you? Okay. Okay. Are you gonna come to me?
Well, I think it would be better if you came to me actually because I'm closer to it, but I can see. Well, that's.
But he can get to it, right? He doesn't have to.
No,
Don't ask me.
I just wanted to get higher up, but you don't know.
Ah.
That's meta.
That's meta. Okay.
I see it, don't react, and go towards the the very big seaweed in front of me.
Yeah.
And I use a key point to do flurry of blows.
Yeah. As you make your way over, how long couldn't it react?
Until it's until the end of your next turn.
Until the end of the month's
My next turn.
You know.
So I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna use flurry of blows. So I'm gonna hit him 3 times.
Yeah.
The first one is a 22.
You hit.
The second one is a 7.
You do not hit.
And the third one is an 18.
Point it, sir.
So that's 10. No, yes, sorry, 1 second. That's 4 times 2, that's 8. Wow,
Yeah.
maths. And he can't take reactions until the end of my next turn. This seaweed fella. That's my open hand technique.
Barthun?
Yes. So is he? I'm sorry if I didn't get. Are you on top of it? Like, are you?
No, I'm just
He's
in
just
front of
punching it.
Yeah.
Just punching it. Okay. Then I would like to use chill touch again on the
Sounds good.
creature.
Roll an actual one. I dare you.
Aim high!
Yeah.
There's so many people for you to hit if you roll an actual one.
Aim
That's
high
true.
and left. No, right. That was a 1.
It happened.
So my open hand technique was actually... I think that's a dice off.
Yeah.
I think you hit Kevin.
All right.
As you kind of line up and start, you saw where before when you shot a bit higher, this kind of flew through, and as you shoot again, I mean, again, there's vines and everything all over. You literally slip on a vine, shoot a bit further down, and Kevin, I will allow you to do a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
I'm gonna use my most successful die.
Only because you're a monk,
Thank you.
aka Spider-Man.
That's a 2 and 6.
That's a 2 and a 6, so that's a 6.
You get
6
hit
and
by a chill
12.
touch.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, so I guess I should roll damage.
You roll damage.
2 damage.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, but I have spell attack +5, so that's 7.
Does it
doesn't
add
affect-
to your spell?
It affects only that it's an attack modifier. If it's
Yeah.
a damage modifier, that's another thing.
Okay.
If it's a
But I have a modifier of +3, then I have a spell attack
It takes
+5
1d8
on my spell
That's the
attack.
attack, but the damage.
Yeah, that's the
is another
attack roll.
You take
Oh.
1d8 damage and you cannot regain health until
So what's the modifier for? That's for the
it's
damage.
for
That's
whether
for-
you hit or not.
thing. Yes. So if
When you roll a
something,
d20.
Okay, so what's the spell attack for then?
That's exactly
When you attack.
the spell attack. If you roll a 10 and then you plus your attack modifier, which is 5 or
It
3.
has to say that you can add your spell modifier as damage. So it says 1d8 plus your spell modifier.
Okay.
On the spell description.
Oh, okay.
But don't worry, when you hit level 5, you're gonna out damage everyone in the group. So
Yes.
don't you worry. Don't you worry at all.
Don't you worry about me.
It seems like, you know, when we kill something, I have to get hit in the back by someone.
So on the cast, it's an at will, and on the attack/save, it says +5.
Yes.
Yes. So when you attack, when you roll your d20, you add 5 to whether you hit or not.
Okay.
What did you roll on your attack roll? Oh yeah, you rolled on that one.
And that one,
Yeah,
but
yeah, true.
but on the other attack I did in the last round, I only added 3 to a roll of 8, which I should have added 5.
I suppose you should have missed.
Yeah. Okay.
Which you don't know. And you take 2 damage.
It's a chilly feeling. Yeah.
You get just kind of hit with a ghost in the back.
A ghostly skeletal hand.
Hand off me.
And as that happens, you feel
1 necrotic
But
damage.
no, the good thing is we did it simultaneously.
Yes.
as you kind of get hit in the back and you lean forward as a reaction, you just see these vines coming towards your face and start scrabbling around you.
Sorry, Kevin.
And I would like you to roll a dexterity saving throw. Or you can decide whether you try to kind of avoid them or if you try to kind of brute force get your way out of them. So you decide whether it's dex or strength.
I think I'm gonna go with avoid them.
You get tangled up
You
by
just
them.
stand there.
That's a 9.
Yeah. You just feel how you're getting grappled by, and the further into this plank you get, the more these vines start kind of grappling around you.
It's not good. It's not good.
And the first thing that happens is that they kind of go in front of your eyes and your mouth so you can't see nor talk.
Or breathe.
That's not it. And
That's the dexterity roll with.
and after that, I suppose that would be
I'm ready for it.
Bastion. You get slammed towards by yet another vine.
Can I ask? Was it
Ask.
a reaction?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Hence why I waited until after his turn, or your turn was done. And this creature slams towards you. And what is your... It hits. Because you do not have mage armor on right now, right?
That's true. My armor class is 11.
Great. So it hits you, and you take 4 damage.
4 damage. Can I, as a reaction,
I don't mind.
use my hellish rebuke
Yeah, that's a wizard.
No, he has
as
the
a tiefling?
It's a racial
Yeah.
It's a racial thing.
It's a race.
Sorry, I made a mistake with the. So, how much damage did you give me? 4?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm at 12 HP. Okay. All right. So yes, hellish rebuke. Let me just check here. You point your finger at the creature that damaged you. Is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
It takes
It does, and it failed.
It takes 2d10 fire damage on a fail save.
Yes, sir.
So a d10 that is this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You roll that twice, and the 0 is a 10.
Oh, so I can use.
You can just use one for that.
Yeah.
0 is a 10. Okay. All right, so that's 19.
Jesus, did you roll 10 and 9?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, yeah. So what happens is, as you get slammed by this vine, you just, in return, engulf it in flames, and you can see this vine does not enjoy that at all. And the vine that was kind of slammed towards you instantly kind of just gets dragged on back.
Free me. Free me.
No damage, you...
Oh.
It is engulfed in flames.
Fuck.
Oh
Man.
Tonic, you take 3 fire damage.
No.
Good thing you're a monk.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Bubble roll.
And now it is Zeke's turn.
Perfect. I'm going doing the exact same thing. Just
You're just...
that's
yeah.
basically what I'm doing. Yes.
Do you
so
know
just-
any other spells?
Yes. I'm turning invisible. That would make me problem. I think I'm just trying to get them off him.
Yeah.
So the same thing. That's 8, 10, 13, 16, and 19. So that's 25.
You rolled 19 on 60.
Yeah. I rolled a 4, 4.
No, no, it's not a don't believe you. I just had to add it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you hit it with all these vines, you see it kind of, with every hit that comes through, more and more of these seaweed vines fall off, and now there ain't a whole lot more left on the plant itself than just the bunch kind of holding on to Kevin.
Okay.
Let's put it this way, it has shrunken in size ever since you first saw it.
That's what she said.
Yes.
I'm gonna take the towel.
Let me see here. It is now Gom's turn.
Yeah. I will unleash a string of insults, which is mockery.
Yep.
You sticky thing, you give me back my brother.
Do I have to roll something?
You have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
I succeed. Oh, well, what is it? What does it
Does
say?
anything else happen then?
I guess that nothing happens.
What is the save?
If the target can hear you,
No, how much is your wisdom save?
12.
12, yeah, I succeed.
Yeah. And nothing happens?
Nothing
talks
happens.
back to you.
Yeah. Anything else?
Oh, I have to roll a d.
I don't.
It's too late.
Okay.
I don't think I do anything.
It is
else.
too late now. You don't do
That's
anything
it.
else.
That's it.
Okay. We both have to be better at remembering. I know.
I will do
Kevin and Basun's turn, and Kevin, as you can't sense this because you're still engulfed by the few weeds that are left, but you kind of just feel how everything is starting to squeeze you, and you take 9 damage. As you just feel these vines wrapping closer and closer to your body.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Great.
I would like to aid you, assist Kevin in trying to free him from these vines with my dagger.
Great.
You come over and you just start kind of trying to cut all these.
See if I can cut him free.
Try and cut all these vines apart. Yeah.
And I think, are my arms free?
Make a sleight of hand check for me.
Don't you dare roll a 1 now.
Me? Sorry.
It's like the.
Or you can do a melee attack, I suppose, with the dagger too. That's for you.
Now,
When
Julian.
you equip it, it says how much you damage it with. I think it's your dex modifier as well.
It is dex. 1d4 plus dex modifier.
Yeah.
Did you want me to first do a sleight of hand?
Either or.
Either or, okay. I'll try the sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
You just start kind of trying to rip all these apart and roll a d4 for me as well.
A D4.
I should have said make an attack, but that's fine.
That's
What is your
right?
dex modifier?
My dex modifier is 1 second. My dex modifier.
Is there a way that you do not kill this creature?
It's +1
Okay.
dexterity.
Roll
And it's
D4.
this one, right?
Yes, right.
1.
As you start kind of trying to tear these vines apart in a way, you just feel how the remaining few of them that were there starts crumbling and kind of just falls down into the water. And what was before a pretty hectic water scene is now no longer as hectic, but you still find yourself on a pram, and the remaining seaweed that was there from before slowly starts kind of falling down into the water again.
This is why I hate not shallow.
Dumb! I go running just towards over here.
Yeah.
Try to see if
I
I can.
actually
Can we
think
see
I'm
him?
gonna run over on
I
this.
think I'm just gonna dive in here. Literally just. He's been under there for quite some time.
Seconds.
You do not see Dom, and as soon as you come down underwater and you open your eyes, you feel an immense pain in your eyes, alongside with literally not being able to see more than this far ahead of you.
Well,
But you just start feeling like
if I feel
a
it,
sting in your
I think
eyes.
just gonna go up again and just rub my eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't see anything. It hurts so bad when you're down there. Don't open your eyes. You go into the water.
Do we have any
You're having another hard time opening your eyes, but imagine just getting citrus or something in your
Yeah.
eyes, like a lemon squirted straight in your eyes. It's like, not enough to actually damage you, but your sight is not good right
Can
now.
I use a bit of prestidigitation to try to get as much of it off of my face?
Can we
Pain has still been done.
Can we
the
try
water
to-
is away, but the pain is still
Yeah.
there.
can we try to maybe light under the water? See if we can light up maybe like a.
I will cast some dancing lights in this area.
Yeah.
Like one here, one here, one here, one here.
You cast dancing lights in the
on-
water in the area that you saw. You can remove them, by the way. Under the water, and you just see it. You can barely even see the dancing lights. It's just this water is so thick, especially in this area where you've just fought and kind of rounded up all the bottom of the river. It's so thick with dirt and with just algae and everything in the water that you cannot see anything down there. You can barely even see your own dancing lights.
How is the seaweed situation? Is it all gone?
The seaweed has, as the creature or as the plane kind of dove back down or fell into the water again, all the seaweed slowly started taking down. And I should mention that the middle boat is pretty much.
Nice.
All right.
You're feeling water on your toes.
I'm jumping
and
over.
the one on where Basun just jumped is also on the brink of sinking.
Oh shit!
I think I'm still here shouting for Dom.
Yeah, and you're starting to feel literally your toes
Jumping over here.
Gonk!
Come on, over here.
You're coming over here.
And
Watch out from here. Come on. You're sinking right now.
Can I see anything like around? Is there any bubbles?
I don't think
nothing.
I'm gonna try and reach
Dom! Gonk! I'm gonna try and reach you. And try and pull you over.
He is a half-orc and you're a dwarf. But you're welcome to try and pull him.
I'm gonna try and get to your cape, actually.
Are you gonna let yourself get pulled? Let me put it that way.
He can roll for it.
I think the moment he starts jerking in my cloak, I might realize, oh shit, I'm on a boat that's about
Sinking.
to sink.
Yeah.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
And I head up to the others, still looking in this area.
Yeah. As you stand on this pram again, with all the seaweed having submerged again, it's starting to, every time you start walking around, if you move in big movements, you can feel the movement in the boat as well. Your boats are still tied to, obviously, the...
But this one is still floating without anything.
It is. There's no sign of it sinking.
Okay.
But you're standing on it, and yeah.
I think.
Do we have to dive in without opening our eyes?
I think so, and just try to feel around.
All right.
Okay, so don't swallow the water, apparently. Okay.
Yes.
Can you do anything like cover your eyes with one of your spells?
No, not at all.
I can't do anything either.
I don't think that's going to help anything. It just we just have to do it.
Yeah.
I jump in again, close my eyes, just take a deep breath, and just start feeling around for anything down there.
Yes.
You do not feel anything at all.
Does he get to the bottom?
Do you dive down?
I dive. I
towards
really
the
like.
bottom? You do not get to the bottom either. You just feel water everywhere around you.
Oh shit.
Hopefully, when we destroyed the creature, it let him go and...
Okay, let's check
Maybe
under
he-
the boats.
Yeah,
It might be like under one of them. Okay, because it's square.
Yeah.
I guess.
let's just... okay, so...
Take this rope. Hand your rope.
Tie it around.
I'm gonna hold you.
As they do that, I'm gonna just scout the surface around us. See if there's any.
You do not notice anything. I mean, a few, maybe 100 meters away, you see these prams and like closer to the shoreline that are still going towards Athkatla and towards Cremor, but all the way out by you don't notice anything.
Which one do you investigate?
Just if the middle one is not all the way down yet, I'll probably go.
It is very close to being fully submerged.
I think I will go over the side and then just try to feel my way around if there is anything under the boat, and
You don't.
then I'll do the next one. Keep
Then
on
I'll
frantically searching for.
I'll try you doing this one while he does this one.
Yeah. As you're all kind of trying to reach both under the water with your hands and also being underneath the water trying to feel around the boat, there is no sign of anyone around there.
How far is it into the shoreline from here?
300 meters, 400 meters.
I will go to one of our rowboats. And do we have an oar?
You have 2 on each.
Great. I'll take
Lame rowboat if you didn't.
I will grab one of the oars and start poking in the water,
in the water.
searching
Yeah,
for something.
yeah. I mean, you just literally poke in water.
Just yeah.
I get what you're trying to do, but that's what you feel. Just poking in water.
Okay.
Is he in between the boats? Can we check if he's in between of them?
You can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna look in between the boats as well.
You try to kind of maybe push one of the boats apart from
See
the
if
other
he comes up.
and see if anything comes up. You don't notice.
What could have happened to him?
I start calling out again. Dom!
Yeah.
Dom!
And
Dom!
No response.
Is there? I try to sense if there's like a current in the water.
There is a current heading towards the west, but it is a very slow current.
Okay. Just try to look in that general direction to see if anything is like in the
you're still in the water?
top of the
I'm
water.
still in the water.
Notice anything?
He might have drifted westward. I can sense that the current is going that way, but it's not. At least in the surface, it's not that strong. I don't know how far down he was pulled.
Can I try to dive down as far as I can? Take it
I think
deeper.
that's what you did before, isn't it?
Like
To your limit.
yeah.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
if you want
just
to.
50 feet of rope hanging on you.
I just try to feel if there's a different shift of currents or taking off what you said and just try to dive down and just. Is there any
What?
change?
1 second. Straight on half speed. You're not wearing any armor. Great. So you would, Meta, be able to. How much is your Constitution modifier?
My Constitution modifier is 14.
No,
So that's +2.
plus 2. Great. So you can hold your breath for 3 minutes.
Okay. So I'm just gonna try to be in there as much as I can.
You know that, I mean, you can hold your breath, not exactly 3
Yeah,
minutes,
yeah.
but for that approximate amount of time, and you just jump into the water, start
Before he does,
diving
I would
on.
like to cast a bardic inspiration on him.
Okay, start diving on down, and the more you start diving, it doesn't take long before you feel an immense pain in your ears. I don't assume you've
Pressure.
ever done diving before.
Not diving, but I think being next to the river, I would have
The
explored
river
these
is
things.
maybe 1 or 2 meters.
Yeah, it's
deep.
not
Okay,
that shit.
then no, then I wouldn't have.
Okay, so you don't get very far down until you really start
Yeah.
feeling your eardrums being,
Okay.
I mean, pressured to an extent
Yeah.
where it's very. I mean, you can still continue, but
No,
it
I-
would be incredibly painful.
I don't think I would. I would do as much as I could, but then
Yeah, you don't get too far down
No.
before it starts
like-
to become incredibly painful, and yeah, you can't see
No.
nor feel anything.
I just come up again then.
Yep.
What?
Gunk.
Nothing. I went as far as I could, but it's just my ears were just feeling like I had nails inside of them. It hurts so bad. I can't go.
Like there's pressure when you
Yes.
get too deep.
Yes.
Okay. Shit.
Can you see him?
Do something about that?
Maybe. Let's try.
I have no idea. I've looked as far as I could see. He's not in the surface, at least.
Well, he let go of me, so he must have let go of Dom as well.
Yeah, the creature.
It,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, most definitely.
Let's take the boats and go further upstream.
Further west.
Further west, yes.
Yes.
See if that is the current, then
Okay.
maybe he's up there.
Let's try that.
Should we abandon the barges or?
Yes,
Yeah.
of
They're
course.
slow, so we just have to go.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Who cares about the
There's only
barges?
one. There's only one barge left, right?
Yeah.
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 Yes, the other two
Maybe
have.
we
I
can
mean, the
just-
first one in the middle have already been fully submerged. The second one is slowly starting to. I mean, it's over halfway submerged.
Yeah. It's not. Let's.
And we
Yeah.
checked under each of the
Yeah. We tried.
barges.
Let's go and yeah. Then we'll come back to these if they are still here.
I will, with my oar, sit in this boat.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, sit in this boat.
yeah.
I'll
Go to the back
other one.
boat.
Yeah.
You up into the boats. You kind of push yourself off and away
Yeah.
from the.
Untie the
from
ropes.
the pram that is still on, or the barge that is
One of
still
us stay here.
on water, and start sailing.
Yes, we do.
I mean, just keep on calling out Dom. Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Maybe we should head into the
Split up.
shoreline or split up. Yeah, so we can
Yeah.
check each shoreline. How wide is the river?
It is over a kilometer wide.
Oh well, just with some distance
Yeah.
between us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
check and also we'll stay closest to the shoreline, I guess. just to check out if there's something.
He's in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Don't go too fast.
Of course not.
Of course, oars. Oars? What did you say?
We try.
You start sailing down the river. Again, there's a lot of kind of activity in by the shoreline with the prams and whatnot, and the few boats, like sailboats that are on the water, are also further towards shore than where you are right now. And you start sailing down the river, and within the first couple of minutes, you don't see anything.
What time of day is it? Is it still
It'll be like afternoon now.
Okay. But we still have light.
You do.
Yeah.
At least for a couple of miles.
Are there any other boats nearby?
Anyway,
Other boats?
not right next to you, no. You can see some a few hundred meters away.
Yeah, we'll just continue, right?
Yes. I mean,
I think I'm gonna light. No, I can't. I say, well, light a torch, and
yeah.
I have one in my backpack. It's right here beside me.
Yes. So so what I want to do is light the torch and with thaumaturgy. I would like to brighten the light so it's bigger and maybe more useful in the search.
You hold your torch kind of over the water, and you can just see as soon as it kind of hits the surface, the light gives more of a light back towards you. I mean, you can barely even see anything, but the little that you probably could have seen becomes a reflection of the torch you're holding, and makes it. I mean, it's already pretty much impossible to see anything, but what little you maybe could have seen of nuances and whatnot becomes unseeable with the torch in hand.
Oh,
it's not doing anything for us. Should we just? Yeah. We
turn it off.
Yeah.
I think maybe that he just drifted ashore. It might just be that.
Yeah, maybe, but what if he's still out here in the water?
Well, it let go of him. So I guess that it must have let go of him as well. Let go of Kevin, so he must have let go of him as well, and he will just drift ashore and he will walk his way back.
But what if it just dragged him further?
I don't know.
Under water? You sure you couldn't get down in deeper?
I couldn't, not at all. The pressure was too big. It was too great, I couldn't.
We need to find him.
Maybe we can go back and we could find the mage, and he might have some powerful magic that can locate him or something. I've heard about that.
That's gonna take too long.
I know, but what else do you want to do? Do you want to keep on rowing out here? It's getting dark.
He's gotta be here somewhere.
I'm gonna message over to you guys. Just have you found anything?
No.
What is the range on message?
I think it's 120 feet.
So that's only 40 meters. Just so you know, in case you go further away from each other. I don't know if you're more than 30 meters apart.
You probably are.
Okay.
Okay.
So should we? I mean, the docks are an hour away. I mean, does it even make sense to? Maybe just for good measure, we should report that he's missing.
And actually
to
leave
get
him out here.
I don't want to leave him out here, but just when we get back at some point, that was a suggestion to what we could do in a sense to do something.
Yeah, we're not gonna find him, right?
I hope so. I just don't know. I mean, the current, at least in the surface, didn't seem strong enough to have pulled him this far away from.
What is in that water? Yeah, let's find the others.
Yeah, let's
start rowing towards the other boat.
You start rowing towards the other guys, and you see them coming towards you.
I think out of desperation, I just started using detect magic.
Yeah.
Just to check.
You do not notice anything.
It works up to 10 minutes.
But every time you use it at a new place, the previous spot is not working anymore.
Oh, I thought it followed me, around me. Like it's just in a.
Oh, it's a
30
sphere on you.
sphere,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. But you still don't take it.
When they're in like message, I think I'll just message them. Have you seen anything?
No, nothing.
You are now around 100, 150 meters away from the prams that you were at initially. You can kind of see them in the distance.
Let's go back to the barges. He might have just come up and he
Yes.
might be there. And then
If we're lucky, he's there.
it's getting dark. We can't find him like this. He might, as I just told, he might have just let go the creature, and then he might have drifted and then swam to the shore because he couldn't see us.
Yeah.
It
That
wasn't
is
long. He
possibility.
wasn't long
No.
underwater, right? It's
Like 12 seconds or something. Give or take. Half a minute.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Maybe we should definitely
Yeah, let's go back.
report him missing when we come back
Yeah.
and
we can search at
get the city
harbor.
looking for him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get Hugo to actually do something.
Start a search
He
for him.
probably would be interested in
Yeah, finding him.
helping us find him.
Yeah.
All right, Gong.
You have your,
Yeah,
That's
sure.
something we can
you
do.
have your show as well. You know
How the tides have turned. No. All of a sudden, finding someone is the most important thing.
No, your big dream.
And you're both missing a brother.
Oh my god, yeah.
I start calling out for Dom again.
Yeah, makes sense. You don't hear a response.
I do the same, I think.
I just
On the
rolled
way back.
towards the barge again.
You
Back to the barge.
Yeah, you come back out to where the barges were. You see now that there's only the one above water, and you can see where the slam came down towards. No, wait, it never hit you. Never mind, it's still intact. But the two other ones are gone.
Yeah, maybe we should bring back the one, so tie it up and then
Yeah.
try to roll back.
Yeah, I
with
think
it.
so. Yes.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I'm gonna go up and tie it
Yeah.
to the barge, and then put one rope in each of the. You have the rope, and then
Yeah.
tie that one to as well.
You tie the barge to your boat and start sailing back. It's obviously a lot more heavy now than it was before, so you cannot sail with the same amount of speed. But start sailing your way back, I suppose, to Cremor.
Yeah. To the docks.
Do we see anything in that area
The
where
only
the
thing
barge
you
was?
see in the surface are what you assume to be the seaweed that you kind of cut off. The monster when you were fighting it initially with the magic missiles, with the daggers and everything. You don't see anything that isn't seaweed or broken planks or broken wood.
I think I'm gonna. Is there any seaweed close to my boat?
There's no seaweed in the surface. Yeah, there's small pieces of seaweed. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and grab some of it to see if it
Mm-hmm.
tries to grab me or.
As you kind of pull it out of the water, it
Yeah.
just feels like normal seaweed.
Should we take some of it back?
Yes, definitely.
I'm gonna start
Yeah, we can
collecting
try.
the
Yeah.
seaweed I could find.
Maybe
Yeah.
we can bring it to the mage. She might know something about these kind of creatures.
Yeah, maybe.
They seem-
What kind of city is this?
It's a crazy place. Could there be any information about this kind of creatures in the library?
Might be, yeah. But
Might
first
be
of all, I
the
think we
first
need to
one.
go back and
Definitely.
start a search
Definitely.
party for something.
Who
Definitely.
cares about the creature? Where is Dom?
Exactly.
Yes.
We'll find him.
Mm.
Yeah, like we'll find your brother. Sure.
We'll find
We
them
will.
both. Gone. We'll find them.
We had to.
Of course.
You start sailing back towards Cremor as afternoon quickly becomes evening, and evening also becomes a little later evening. It takes quite a while to row with this pram, but it doesn't take that long until you kind of make your way back closer towards the shoreline, towards where a lot of these other prams are currently being dragged, and you're kind of halfway back towards Cremor at this point. You start seeing prams with various people on them making their way both in your direction towards Cremor and the opposite direction towards the west, towards Athkatla, and whichever would be in that direction that you don't know of.
Just
You continue sailing, kind of fit your way in between the other prams and barges and whatnot, and make your way. It doesn't take much longer as afternoon becomes evening until you see the kind of the edge of the city wall up in the distance, and it doesn't take much longer than that either until you make your way back to the same docks that you left initially, where now a new person is posted close to the bargeman's office.
On the way, I think I'm just gonna, because we're all wet, I guess, so I'm just gonna dry us off.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we arrive, just run towards the harbor master, or the barge master's office.
Yep. You come on in, you make your way up on the shoreline, and you start sprinting up towards the harbour master's office. The building is still obviously there, and you make your way on in.
Are you coming with me?
Yeah.
I think as we enter the harbor, I start shouting to the people on the other boats. I guess if there are other boats around us.
There's a ton of other boats around you.
Ask them to look for a half-orc in the water.
I think the majority of people just look back at you confused.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm like, help! My brother is missing. He disappeared in the water. Can you please look for him?
Come, let's see if he's in here.
You should probably talk to the bargeman about this.
Yes, but would you please look for him?
By all means. Where did you lose him?
Out there, by the barges that were stuck. There was some seaweed that pulled him into the water. Is that normal for this place?
I've never heard of no seaweed pulling people anywhere, no.
Well, screw this. I need to find my brother. Would you please look for him?
Again, I would love to, but I'm sure you would have more success if you talk to the bargemen. They are usually patrolling those areas.
I already walked towards the bargeman.
You all made, you sprinted in, but it doesn't take long before the rest of you kind of make your way into the office as well, and you now find yourself inside his office, where again a lot of people standing around this desk, and you see him still sitting behind his table in the back room.
Mr. Theroux, we just arrived
What
back.
happened to you guys?
We were fighting a big seaweed monster out of the barges. That was what was causing all the ruckus, charging them. Some kind of seaweed monster, and it dragged Dom under, the other half-orc that was with us.
Will you please tell the bargeman to look for my brother?
Sure, would you like to sit down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Come on in, and he kind of opens the door and just guides you into a back room.
We really need to act fast.
Yes.
Tell me exactly what happened.
We tell him exactly what happened.
We went to the barges and they were... All of a sudden there was this weird seaweed monster that came out of nowhere, and it pulled Dom into the water, and we fought it off, but now Dom is missing.
Yeah, we killed it, so it's okay to go out there, I guess. But it still took him under the water, and we couldn't find him. We tried multiple times just to try to get under, but it was too deep for us.
I have never heard of no seaweed monsters before, but
We must take our word for it.
it's not that I don't believe you. I suppose heard of weirder things in the past, but here in Elendor, how long ago was this?
Just an hour.
Now.
We sailed out there, we fixed the problem, Dom went missing, and then we headed back.
Yeah,
The monster sank two of the barges.
yeah. We brought one back for you, though, but...
And we
doesn't matter now.
tried to collect some of the seaweed that we cut off, just so.
I'm gonna give it the seaweed to him.
I am not
It
sure
looks
what
like
I could...
it looks like normal seaweed, but this seaweed attacked us. And
Is it possible to send out some bargemen for
does
search?
anyone know how to dive these waters? Because
We do not dive these waters at all. Hence
does
why I
anyone
asked.
know? Does anyone dive these waters?
No.
Not anyone that I've ever met. People are always advised to stay out of the water as much as possible.
No one has any form of contraptions or something that
Just
can
something to cover your eyes.
make it easier.
You mentioned something about your ears as well.
Yeah. It felt like my head was being
Mm.
crushed underwater.
Afraid I wouldn't even know where to start. You said it was by the Prance.
It was by the
It was
ground.
by the-
We have a pretty good indication of where that is. I would love to send a patrol out there just to see if something does come up, but I'm afraid that since it has been a while and there is, while albeit not strong, there is a current in the water, so even if he was submerged and was to come up at this point somewhere else,
But
he just kind of closes his eyes for a while and go, I don't see how he should have been able to hold his breath for so long.
He must be alive.
The only alternative is that he made shoreline without you seeing him, and then I suppose if he is a dear friend of yours, that he would try and reach out to you. But
Do you know,
He's my brother.
is the current
well, even more so, then he would try and get in touch with you if he did manage to make it to the shoreline. But if not, then
well, Dom was a dockhand. Does that have any say in this? You're losing a good worker.
he wouldn't be the first person to have been lost. As a dockhand, I'm not sure exactly how that changes my ability to help you if he's not at the barges, if he's in... I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here.
Of course.
I would love to again send out a patrol and try and see
Please.
what we can find.
Yes,
but,
please.
and he kind of just leans out the door and just yells at two guards outside. Take the first boat, head out to the barges that were stuck, and look for
Dom.
His name is Dominic.
Dominic?
Look for
Half-orc
Dominic, a half-orc
fighter.
out there, and yeah, that's what all he says, and they head on out the door and start making down towards the same boats that you just came ashore with, which you don't see, but they do. And he just goes back to you and says again, guys, I don't know what to tell you. As far as I can see, there are only two options here. Either somehow he made it to the shore. I know these boats were stuck quite far out, so either he made it to shore and you simply missed him, or I'm afraid you might never see him again.
Don't say that.
I would love to be able to encourage you, but things that go missing in Revalandor doesn't always tend to come back.
At least promise me that you'll do all that you can to find him.
He already did that.
I cannot do a whole lot more than what I've just promised you. I will send the patrols on out. I will try and see what I can do, who I can find, but I'm afraid that's all I can do.
Isn't there anything you can do about all that green stuff so you could just see what's down there?
I've never gone diving. What my responsibilities are lie above the water, not underneath it.
Has it always been like this river?
For as far as I know, for as far as I've ever heard of, Revalandor is not a place to go swimming. It's merely a maritime way of transporting goods.
And are there really no one around here in this town that knows a way to dive in these waters?
I couldn't tell you who. Mines. It's a big city. Maybe people have done it, but I wouldn't know who to talk to.
I think our best bet is just to just trust you to do what you can. We can go ask our friend, the mage, to see if he can locate him.
Where are you guys staying?
Athos.
Aptos.
If I hear anything of your brother Dom, I'll make sure to send word to Athos that he's all right. But I'm sorry, friends, there isn't a whole lot more I can do. I would like to though, although I know it might not seem like much, to at least pay you for the work that you've done for me.
Thank you, that's most
And
gracious.
he gives you a what do you call it?
Bag of
A
gold.
pouch
Okay.
with gold in, and then he gives you an additional one to you. I mean, it's pretty obvious that the first one is kind of to the group, and the second one he gives straight to you.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Gonk is happy again.
Money!
Yes.
Now I can go to the
yes.
Pearl.
Okay, we need to go. We need to go find the mage just to try to see if he can do anything. He knows him. We got some of his belongings. We can do whatever we can, but right now
Can we contact him?
we have to go to Central's Rest.
Yeah.
And then make her contact.
See if she can
Yeah.
contact him.
Yes, exactly. We hope to hear from you soon that you find him.
I will do everything I can.
Thank you.
And I'll take my leave at least. Outside.
Yes, me too.
Head
Yeah.
towards the Central's Rest.
Yeah.
You make your way out to the dock. It is again late evening, and it doesn't really change the fact that there's a whole hell of a lot of people working. And you start walking south down towards Sunset West. And in what feels like forever, but probably not more than 15-20 minutes, you are now standing out by the gate by the entrance.
And just slightly knocking the door.
Mm-hmm.
Very, as we know, it's custom.
Yeah. You open the door, and as you walk on in, you're finding yourself inside this Haunsel's Rest. And you see a person at the reception going, hello.
I think as soon as I hear the silence, I'm gonna go out again.
I don't even think I enter. I just stand outside, just lean up against the wall, just thinking.
I'm going inside.
How can I help you?
Hi, we were here a couple of days ago, and Santala made an arrangement for us to speak to one of the mages of the city. His name is Neil Rem, and we just only an hour ago lost one of our compatriots.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you for your condolences, but we need to contact him. We hope that he has some form of arcane means of trying to...
Maybe you should talk to Ormur about this,
Sure.
and not me.
Sure.
And he just kind of guides you into her office, and she's sitting behind the desk and working on different things. Oh, hello.
Hello. Sorry to disturb you at this hour.
That's all right. What
We
can I do for you?
Yes, we were just at the docks and we
Mhm.
fought this seaweed monster, and it dragged
Okay.
Dom, our half-orc fighter friend, under,
Ooh.
and we haven't found him. The dockhands, the bargemen
Ooh.
are searching for him, but we were thinking about maybe if you have a way to contact your friend Neil Rem, if he has some arcane means of trying to locate Dom.
I know that Neilrim isn't here right now, but he should be back any time, really. If you want, I can leave a note at his room, and then whenever he comes back, he will, I assume, see it and reach out to you with that.
That would
Be
be sufficient.
possible?
Yes, of course. We will head straight to Attil's and we will be there.
I will let him know where to find you.
Thank you so much.
And I hope that your friend is all right.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I can do?
No, that's perfectly fine. Thank you.
She just
Yeah.
looks back at her papers.
And I'll head out again.
You make your way outside and again are in the streets.
Okay, she said that he might come back in a bit of while. He's going to be here tonight and he will meet us at that. So I think our best option is go home and wait. just to see if anyone finds anything. I know it's what we've been doing, but I think it's the best way forward from here. I'm so sorry. We will find them. We will find them both.
Yes, we must.
We will do what we can, but right now there's nothing much we can do.
I think while you speak, I'm gonna go out on the main street
Mm-hmm.
and look for a tavern of some sort. Is there anything that looks like it?
One moment.
Just while I walk out,
Yeah,
I'm just
I
gonna
understand.
go back and yell back to the others.
There would not be a tavern right outside.
Damn it. What? Darn it! I would have loved a beer right now.
Let's get back to Aztecs. And when it's midnight, we can go to try to find the halflings. They might know something. They know the Undercity. We can maybe ask them for a bit of help.
It's possible.
Um,
Everything we can do,
everything we can do right
the
now.
better.
Follow all the leads. Also, just
But
not.
there are no leads. There are no leads.
Hopefully we'll get some if Neilrim comes back soon.
Yes.
Or they find him out there, the search party.
I don't know. What do you want me to do?
I don't know either. I think we've tried everything. We've
not
done.
tried anything.
It's
We
not
have to be
it's not the
patient.
time to give up now,
No.
Kevin. Now's the time to stay strong.
I know it's hard. We got you. We're here. For both of you right now. This just happened.
Need to believe that
We've just
it's not the
lost
last
Dom.
time. We don't know.
We don't know that yet.
I turn around and just start shouting for Dom in the street. In the feeble hope that he might turn up.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Initially, you
lost
do not
Dom.
hear a response.
I repeat it
Totally
and repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
unnecessary task that we've been sent out on by some hovels that probably are in some sort of war with someone. For what? For what?
We're trying to find your brother. We're trying to do everything we can
That's-
in a city where we do not know. We're freaking teenagers. What do you want us to do? Do you want us to solve everything? We're trying our best. We were sent out on this mission to try to find your brother. And
We will find him.
we are trying to take and make every lead work for us. We're doing everything we can. We're on your side.
I know you are. But Grom is missing. Dom is missing.
That just
We can't take this risk. We can't take it.
what
What
risk?
kind of risk?
Well, people are dying around us. We saw a body yesterday. Today, that body is my friend, your friend, his brother, your friend.
I need to believe that we will find him. That he's still alive out there. For God's sake, the last thing he did was get me out of the water.
We're doing everything we can.
I'm not giving up hope.
No.
He's not gone. He's strong.
You
He
know,
knows
they
his way
knew-
around.
They knew about that pram. They knew about that someone was holding something down, and they just sent us out there.
We volunteered to do a job to get a lead, to try to get some good favor with some
And
people.
what did we get out of it?
I just walk away.
Seek.
Kevin, we don't know. We did it with the best intentions.
Dom is.
We're in over our heads in the city. We can't expect to make the right move every time.
Are you still yelling for Dom in the street, Conk?
Oh, I stopped doing that.
Okay.
I think the best thing we can do right now is focus on what we can do.
What can
Well, Seeker's just been in there, trying to get hold of Nero. And if he says that we have to wait, that's not what I would want to do. But right now, I don't see any other thing that we can do. We might be able to go to Melvin and let him know as well that we're looking for Dom. That's the only other thing I could think of that would make some kind of sense right now. But don't give up hope. If we don't, then we might as well just wait out the last days and become the cargo and give up.
Ironically, that's our best lead.
Well, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
I think I turn towards Kevin on one. I think I just slap him across the face and say, pull yourself together. Pull yourself together, man.
I actually think that...
You've just been slapped in the face.
I know.
And I don't think it was a kind, soft little slap.
I'm actually gonna try and trip your... like...
No, come on, guys. I try to break them up.
You both start rolling around in the mud in the middle of the street fighting each other.
I try to go in there to break them up. Come on, guys. Now's not the time for this.
Let go of me.
I've been pulling myself together for so long.
Well, hurting each other is not going to bring any of them back. All right?
Maybe we'll end up somewhere where there's useful information we don't know.
While fighting each other?
Could be that we just get arrested and end up beside a green cloud or something somewhere.
That is a far-fetched strategy, I must say. I can't see... You don't even know what kind of jail they'll put you in. There might be no one else there.
Let's go to Athos then. Let's go.
You and all of this, see.
That might be filled with half-offs that wants to kick your ass.
I just went into an alley and I just started crying. Literally.
Mind over muscle. Use your head.
Also your eyes are not hurting anymore.
I know you don't always. That's maybe not the first thing that you used to. But this time, give that a shot. See if it changes something. At least, if you really want to go down that path, at least wait. Give this one day, at least, for Neilram. Let's see what he has. If he has nothing, then I'll be interested in hear whatever plan you think might give us some sort of new lead.
If Neilram has nothing, I'm gonna go to that lot number 18 and I'm gonna light that fire.
I might join you, but I hope it doesn't come to that.
After a few minutes, I'm just gonna
You will find them, Kevin.
walk my way back.
You will find them. Both of them. Alive.
We will.
Growing strong. And so is Dom. For all we know, Grum is just asleep somewhere. Not even noticing a shit of this.
I think you're right.
Actually,
It'll all be a bad dream.
Let's go to Athos then.
when I come back,
Thank you,
I think
Kevin.
I'm just gonna look straight into.
I think I'm just gonna punch you on your shoulder like, if I can get up there.
Yeah,
When I
I deserve that.
And then I go to you like,
I don't slap you, but I lay my hand on your head, like not like a slap.
I think I'm gonna take your hand and try and get it around your back like this. That's for slapping me, and then I give you like a yank, and then I let go. But I make sure to use like your not so usable loot hand.
You would feel a pretty immense amount of pain in your arm when that happens. Oh, sorry, Gong.
That was the monk in play.
When I come back.
Calm down, guys. Calm down.
Yeah, I'm alright.
You don't come back. You're crying.
Still?
You alright?
Apparently.
When I come back,
Oh, Sig, hello!
I am going to not kneel down because I know you hate that. I'm gonna get real into your face, and I say, "We're with you. We are here for you. We are your friends. We are your brothers."
I put a hand on Gong's shoulder, or on his back, kind of in a
Let's find
friendly
Dom
way.
and Grom and get the fuck out of this hellhole.
As you're standing in the middle of the street, having just finished wrestling each other, and
Yes.
some people were crying, some people were getting their arms
No, we weren't!
broken.
And this just called to cast a vicious mockery on you.
Don't do that because my health is
Make a perception check.
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
That's a 19.
You notice that up on the roof of one of the shorter buildings up above you, you're just standing here trying to get everyone, it kind of catches the corner of your eye. You just see a pair of feet kind of sitting out over the edge of the roof. And as you kind of see up, you see just a small person sitting up there looking down towards you. Well, I thought you guys were supposed to be working together. Then you notice it instantly as being the person you know as Taste. He just sits up there kind of dingling his feet back and forth up on the roof.
Now's not the time.
Let's talk after midnight. I start walking toward.
And he's literally looking at his imaginary clock going, well, now is that time.
Oh.
You would know this. You would know this. But it is,
Okay, so
I mean, you have been in the street arguing for quite a while.
all right. So
4 hours of fighting.
I don't like when you have RP moments this long, they take longer
Of course.
in RP or in in-game time, and it is now.
I missed my gig.
It is now daylight, and also you missed your gig.
At the
you have
place
a
I'm
good
staying.
excuse.
And
good
Chase, can we ask you a favor?
if there's something in it for me,
There might be. You remember we were 5 people.
mm-hmm.
Now you see we are 4.
Yeah, what happened to the brute fella?
The brute fellow just fell in the water.
I hope he can swim.
He can, but we couldn't find him. Do you have any means of trying to locate people in the city?
I know my way around Cremon.
Sounds perfect. Can you, if Dom shows up, please tell us. Would be greatly appreciated. And we will
Give me a moment, and you just see him disappear up over the roof, and you hear a whistle, and as this thank you, and you see 3 I don't think you thought it was chimneys, but just part of. I mean, it's very dark and it's raining, so you can't really see it. You just see 3 other kind of silhouettes disappearing from rooftops too. And down comes 4 halflings with hoods on.
in the rain.
In the rain.
In the mud.
Once
In the
again.
middle of the rain.
But this time with Taste clearly in front, just going up to you.
We're here for the prancing pony.
Just looking at you. You need me to find your friend?
Yes, my
Tell me
brother,
again what's
please.
in it for me.
If I mean,
What do you need?
we are ready to help you with whatever troubles you might have right now.
How about I help you find your friend? You help me fetch something.
Yes.
Of course.
What do you need? And where can we find it?
Nah. You did do the previous job, all right. I need you to bring me something from a warehouse.
Yes.
I suppose now wouldn't be the worst time to do it, but then again, I don't think there's really a good time to do it either. You see, this is something that would be of great value to me, and if you help me do or fetch said item, then I'm sure I could look into trying to see if I could dig up your brother from wherever he may be.
What kind
What
of
do you need? Where can we find it?
what kind of opposition might we meet there?
Well, it's guarded. Definitely guarded.
All right.
But
I tried to look at the halflings and see if they have any form of significant clothing, like something that would
yeah.
look like a uniform or something.
You notice all of them wearing, and you would notice that too, the shoes that you saw on all the halflings on the tavern the other day.
So the ones without.
So the ones
tip.
where there's a shoe, but there's kind of the sandal tip missing, but it's still a boot. It's just with the toe portion of it missing. You notice all of them wearing
those.
the same type of shoes.
Okay.
And Taze having a pretty big scar down his right cheek.
Right.
Taze, can I ask you a question?
I thought you just did.
I know. Are you involved with, is this kind of a gang war between you, the halflings, and some half-orcs? Just to know what we're getting into.
Make a persuasion check.
21.
Nice.
I don't like to think of myself as part of no gang. The half-orcs got their thing going up in the docks, up in the river ward. We got our thing going down in the wheel ward. As long as the half-orcs don't interfere with us, we don't interfere with them and vice versa. I see this more of a two different companies working alongside one another, both profiting decently.
Good to know.
What other people call it, it's up to them. I just think of it as doing business.
That makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take out the map and try to make him show me where to find this warehouse.
Show me on the map.
So what I need you to fetch
Yes.
is over in the purse ward. It is not on your map. Good luck looking.
Well, I do.
Person.
You know how the different districts are split up here?
We're sort of getting the hang of it, but not entirely now yet.
If you head on, moment please, over. You know where Shantaea's cradle is?
Yes.
One of the temples in town?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8.
There's not actually numbers on your map.
No.
No, but
So he looks confused.
that was meta.
That was meta.
Is it-
I'm not gonna give you a meta answer because you have the answer yourself.
You should have a meta voice.
Yes.
Number
I already have. This is my meta vibe.
Up
my
on
meta
over
voice.
to Shantaea's cradle.
Yes.
You'll find the warehouse next to it. It's got, I would assume, it's probably the only one with big orange sliding doors in front of it.
Okay.
Hop on in there and find me what I need.
And what is it exactly that you need?
I'll let you know when you get there.
What? So you're going with us or what?
As far as I can, anyway.
All right.
1 second. We have someone awaiting us.
Take your time.
I'm gonna go in and
But your
just,
brother ain't gonna be waiting.
I'm gonna go in and just ask some.
You're all standing. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah,
continue.
we're standing still outside Sonsalas,
Yes,
and I'm
yes,
just
yes.
gonna go in and tell her to just make
New rim.
meet us at another time. We have to go do this first. We have
Can-
to follow this lead.
Can you tell her maybe if Neilrim can contact us when he has something, like in a sense, like maybe he has.
Yes.
You saw what he could do in the room. Perhaps he can just find us with magic. I hope,
I wouldn't want him to find
or
us.
send us like a familiar with a message.
Might go, yes. I think for now we will just tell him to meet us later, and we can find us at some point. I don't want him waiting.
Of course not,
But
definitely. But it
Meet us
would
in
be.
the morning instead.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe let's set a time.
Yes. More at noon. In our rooms.
Fine.
Is that okay for you?
Tomorrow.
Yes. Fine.
I'm gonna go inside
Mm-hmm.
and go into.
We don't have to do
No,
that,
I'm
but
gonna
yes.
just go inside and deliver that message to find us at Athel tomorrow at noon
Mhm.
instead. And then outside, and then yes.
We ready?
Let's go.
We head
Santala in the fine sympathy.
All right.
to the warehouse.
Yeah. And we're at Santala's West. Cool.
I'll follow you
Yeah.
to the wagon run. But from there on, you're on your own.
Understood.
Let's go through the old market square instead. Not take the high ride. I know it's a direct way. Maybe we should go through the alleyways instead. Or maybe just go to the high ride.
Yeah.
Maybe you just follow me.
Sure.
Just follow you.
Lead the way.
No, I won't. And you just start walking along the Tremor wall, essentially. You follow the wall south around all the way down to where the Drover's Gate is, down in the far south of the city.
Mm.
And as you kind of make it, you're still walking in the shadows up against the building, or at least these halflings are. As you make it down, he kind of stops and goes, "From here you're on your own. Get in there, find what I need, and I'll see if I can find your brother." As
What
it
was
looks
it
to
you
it.
needed?
What do you need?
He will tell us when we get there.
Well,
Let
you're
me put it
now.
this way. What you're looking for, it's not gonna be like the rest of what you see there.
Okay.
So something that
In a warehouse next to it. Perfect.
All right. Let's get a closer look. Right now, nothing suspicious.
So how should we get in touch with you after we acquire this?
Something tells me you ain't too hard to find, yelling in the streets and all.
We'll definitely try to be discreet with your item.
You know what's gonna happen if you're not.
Yes. Understood.
We're just gonna go there.
Yeah.
Sneak closer.
You start walking, or you cross the wagon run. You can see just a little further up the street is Aftel's.
I put up my hood to try and like hide my
Yeah.
horns.
You start walking further forward. You walk past a store, which is now obviously closed because it's in the middle of the night. But you see there's a big trumpet logo on the store.
That's not the time.
Now we know
It
where-
is very close to
Yeah.
this store. But you could go in and try to see if you can steal something. You make your way further forward, and for the first time, I believe, you come past a temple. as you haven't really been in this part of the town before, you walk past this clearly more religious-looking building. It's where a lot of the buildings are kind of half wood, half stone. This building is clearly made of stone and has these big, what do you call it, windows.
The windows?
Mosaic, what do you call it? Like
Mosaic.
mosaic windows, like the church
Yeah.
type windows. And in the middle of them are what looks like music notes.
Oh.
As you make your way further towards the east. Again, the streets are, I don't want to say empty because there are indeed people in the streets here, but it is emptier. And it doesn't take much longer until you make your way over to what you recognize as Chanter's Cradle. You've made your way all the way up towards where the road is now starting to lead back towards the waterside. And you're standing by Chanter's Cradle. Which is yet another temple, but of much smaller size.
And then we had to look for a mansion next to the
The warehouse.
a warehouse
doors, right?
with orange doors. Can we see that?
You would notice it. You see a lot of different warehouses, majority of them being closed off. It is now more along the lines of 2 or 3 a.m. Pretty late at night. And you see that all of the different warehouses are indeed closed off, but this one still is open. Give me one moment.
Right, so
Guess we have to.
I mean, I want to do whatever I can to get any sort of lead on how to find Dom, and I mean,
Maybe if we could wait until tomorrow to actually give them the item, then
We'll know
maybe.
exactly when we have it.
yeah, I don't.
I think
we
we
should
just
not
give it to them
underestimate.
as soon as possible.
They're probably watching us.
Yeah.
Probably want to know about this when we've done it.
I know.
Yes,
He
definitely.
gave us permission to do whatever we can.
Yeah,
We
to
will tell
infiltrate them.
everything. We have an alibi.
So do we see any guards? I
me
kind of
one
scanned the area.
One moment. Una momento.
Should I mean,
Alandore.
I mean, Zeke, you
Oh, we've been
do you still have your? Can you still make yourself invisible? And disguise yourself if need be. Right.
It's gonna come in useful.
Yeah, we might check up on these guards if they are Cremor guards, maybe a disguise of someone high ranking could be a possibility, or maybe the invisibility thing could be.
We do have the possibility of turning into one of our friends. I know him.
Yeah.
So as
Yeah.
you make your way up, obviously what you see as being this area here, you see these orange kind of sliding doors that are slit or put to both sides, and out front you notice a guard posted here. You can put a die there. Yeah, 2 is fine. And a guard posted there. I mean, you don't see them as being guards, but there's clearly 2 people standing. They don't have weapons drawn or anything, but just 2 people standing on each their side of the gate.
Sort of
Or
like
entrance.
a private guard, so to speak.
You can't really tell.
Okay.
But they just look like they're not just hanging up against the wall at 3 a.m. for no reason. They're clearly standing there for
On duty. Yeah.
Yes.
Are they armed?
And one moment. And you guys are coming up the street from
We're there.
down there.
All right. Just
And you're
around.
kind of right now just looking around the corner. Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
You notice that both the guys standing on each their side clearly have swords down the side. But you don't notice them as swords you've seen before.
Oh. Well, they're
Or not a
armed.
type of sword you've seen before.
They're definitely armed.
Right.
Where are we at the moment?
You would
At the
be
corner.
kind of hiding around the corner down here.
Who else here has sleep?
I don't have that anymore, sadly.
about to go to war with a half HP monk and no spell slots remaining. I mean, there may be a way to do things, so I'm not gonna
Maybe
say anything.
because the doors are open, maybe I could just walk past and actually look in and see if there's anyone else.
Yeah, just like casually, walk by.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm gonna go out here.
maybe go up to a door and
we should try to make a plan.
Well,
I thought it was a good plan.
It's a great plan. I think it's a great idea.
I was,
Circle around.
I was just about to suggest that maybe you knock on the doors on the opposite side or something like,
oh yeah. Well, I
as if you're trying to visit
Maybe
someone.
we should just take a round on each side to just see if there are anything. Just walk in pairs.
Are there a lot of people walking past in this district?
It is very late at night, so no, there wouldn't be that many. You do still, see occasional carts and whatnot, but the group or the amount of people ain't really all that.
Okay.
what if I'm just gonna walk casually past and look in and see if there's anything I can see from there, and see if I can find a way to come back to you.
Sure. If you're going to do that, I am going to do the same thing, but walk around the other side of the building here to see if there's anything the same way. Okay? Meet back here. You two keep a lookout.
Good luck.
Yeah, we'll keep a lookout, see if anything changes at the entrance.
So, Kevin, you start walking around the to the front
Yes.
of the building and just walk
Just
on
gonna
past,
glance
look on
in.
in.
Yeah.
As you walk on and start looking in the direction,
Yeah.
you just see one of the guards up there going, "What are you looking at?"
Well, I was just wondering. It's so late for.
None of your business.
No, I know.
Keep on moving.
Of course. Just
Make a
take another
perception check.
glance.
Move along.
Yeah.
Move along.
So that's 11, I believe.
You notice that inside the warehouse,
Yeah.
This is not the dwarf you're looking for.
there is a bunch of crates and what looks like a back door up. Can you see it?
A back
Up
door.
there.
Yeah, okay.
Entrance to to the area, and there's a cart posted inside.
Thank you. I'm just gonna go past them.
Mhm.
And
You can see, I mean, you can't really tell, but you can just feel as you just walk on past there, looking towards you as you walk past them.
I just try and find a way around.
Yeah. And you get lost. You're now missing Kevin. That's what. Yeah. It takes a couple of minutes, and you come walking up from behind up to where
Around the block.
Gronk and Bassoon is standing.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Seek, did you leave at the same time? You started walking around, and you see from the other side that it's kind of part of a bigger alleyway, but you see that further down there is a door to what you assume to be the same building, which also has a guard posted outside up here.
Okay.
God darn it!
Guard down it.
God darn it!
Got guarded.
Guard it! Gosh darn
I'm just
God!
gonna keep on walking casually, just really minding my own business with my
Yeah.
hood up.
Yep,
What are
yep.
you looking at?
Yeah. Hello, you! 100 meters away at the end of this back alley. What are you?
My feet. Carry on.
Carry on.
I took an arrow to the knee. Durka, durka, durka.
Yeah, you keep on walking
I think that
and make your way. It takes a little longer, but
Yeah.
make your way back to the group as well.
what do you find out?
Well, there's a back door, but I think you found that. Yeah. Two guards. Very suspicious.
Yeah, they seem to be very on edge.
There's a guard in the back as well.
Well,
Everyone just.
I think our best bet is one guard in the back.
Did we, when we walked past, did we see what kind of guards it looked like? Was it just normal criminal guards with different weapons?
You did not see any criminal tunics on them.
I must say, I think the invisibility spell might be our best option here. Just to scope it out even more thoroughly.
Would make it easier. Just to actually do some reconnaissance inside. I couldn't see everything, but if I go in there, you need someone to make it.
You can.
Can someone
Message.
make a distraction of some sort?
I guess we could.
It's like, this is the moment I've been waiting. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting now.
Totally redeem yourself.
What if we make the guard in the back alley fall asleep, so you have a way out, and we make some sort of distraction about
That's
this area?
perfect. How long can you make people sleep for?
10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Up
Least.
to 8 hours, and you will get a long rest.
I mean, of course, we can also use.
As far as I know.
No, don't
So
think
it's
so.
actually, isn't it until you?
Until they're woken up.
Yeah. Or get
Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
I mean, there's also the possibility of.
I feel like we walked into like an area. There's like a big red X. Like don't go here yet. This is big way beyond your level.
No, I think that
You're the ones playing. I'm just telling you.
I'm
things.
just saying.
Yeah.
invisibility, good idea.
Sure. I can go to the other side of here, and then turn invisible. And if you can make a ruckus down here, and first take
I guess
care
there's
of
also
that guy.
a possible ability of using, prestidigitation or thaumaturgy to like create some sort of.
Sure, you can make a ruckus with it, but I think the best way to get this done, as you say, is I turn invisible, go in there, and you can, if you can make that guy sleep with it, I can communicate with you, remember, within like 40
That's true.
feet. And that's
How
not
can
a lot.
you? Is it possible for you to make him fall asleep? Like, how close do you have to be?
Well, I can do it within 90 feet.
Easily reachable.
But yes,
From
so
outside?
if I stood over here,
But you cannot hit both of them, I think.
I
with
can make
one
can't make the
spell.
two front guards fall asleep.
No.
But I can make that one fall asleep, and then
So-
I can do some dancing lights over here.
We do not know if there's an
I can
inside.
try.
So it's actually okay. I just meta voice. So if you stand here, isn't this like a house?
This is a house. You'd have to go around the house
Yes,
towards
but
the end. Just
if
imagine
I stood
there's
here.
no map continuing there.
Yeah.
But imagine a bit further down,
Yeah.
and you walk up and you can kind of see into the back alley where the back entrance is.
Oh,
We
okay.
need a bigger map.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
All right. Nice.
Computer screen isn't big enough. We need a massive
Makes
TV.
sense. I got you.
58 inches.
Okay.
Should we do that?
So who makes the
one,
ruckus?
Just if you're invisible, do you still make foot tracks because it's quite rainy still?
Your weight and everything is the same. And the sound is also the same.
Yes. So we need.
You would make hoof tracks.
Yeah. But still, that.
The only stage here in town, I wonder who stole this
But
object.
it looked like a horse.
Yeah, I mean, there would be horses and hoof tracks everywhere in the
Yeah,
city, so.
That's,
Truly, truly.
I can actually turn another person invisible instead of me, who might be more sneaky.
Oh,
Well, okay, but you're quite small.
dexterous.
Yeah.
Could try.
You don't mind being left alone.
No, I'm getting used to it. I've passed the torch on to Dom, who's in the netherworld now.
Who of us have
Fighting his way back to life.
are most stealthy? I don't remember. So ask-
Don't meta this. Just who do you think would be the best fit to do this? Don't go, what is your dexterity modifier?
I
Just
think.
who would
Yeah.
I
take the
would
lead?
guess-
Who would do it?
I would guess that Kevin, you might be
It wouldn't be the first time.
the most nimble
but
one of
I
us.
need someone to help me get over the dirt here because I'm
You
gonna.
can just go the other way around. I can, or if we can make a ruckus, you can stand here and just run in when we've made them over here.
Maybe you.
Yeah.
This is like sidewalk right next to.
Correct.
So if you like
Let's
go to
try
the corner,
Yeah.
opposite corner, and make
Make
you
me invisible. I'm gonna go
You're
over
gonna
here,
go on
make
the
some noise,
sidewalk.
and hopefully he'll respond in some way.
No. I was thinking if you go over here, you shouldn't go over here. We are going to go over here, make this guard fall asleep, and then you will be up here. And when we have them down here, you can just slip in.
Ah, okay. So we get them totally away before
Yeah.
you walk in.
Let's try it. So make me invisible. I'm gonna go the other way.
I'm gonna turn you invisible.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go Oh, well, yeah. Oh, that's sidewalk. Yeah, I can go there. But I'm gonna.
Before you do, wait until we draw the gods away.
Okay, so wait here.
Yeah, but I can go on the sidewalk. Nobody can see
You're
that.
gonna natural one there.
Please just wait here.
I'm gonna go.
Okay,
gonna
he's
go.
gonna
You
do
can't
what.
see.
I can just.
We tried.
Are you just gonna walk? Or
No, like try and go slow.
make a stealth check? You are invisible.
Oh, that was close. That's a 6.
You have advantage because you're invisible.
You are walking down a street
You're walking down the path.
and there's nobody on the street, so you do not fail to
That's
not
right.
be seen.
Like I'm still gonna try and look at these guys. Oh, I'm gonna move your camera. I can see.
Please don't.
Oh yes.
Thank you. More this
He fixed
way, I
it.
think.
He fixed it.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long it's.
So it's
been
more
like
this
that.
way.
Still.
There you go. Good. Go on.
All right. Yeah. So I'm right now. I'm standing on the other side of the road,
Mm-hmm.
being invisible and all, just having
And-
the time of my life.
And then I guess we're heading over here.
Mm-hmm.
You just cross the street
Yes,
very casually.
very casually.
Mm-hmm.
And
Can't really do much of anything until.
How dark is it right now?
It is in the middle of the night,
Okay, cool.
but there are street lamps. That should-
But I don't cast a shadow, right?
I don't. Are we all heading?
I mean, I
over
don't
here?
know, but I don't think so.
That's nice.
Are we all heading over here to that
I
corner?
thought this
now?
concept was a concentration.
Or is it just me?
spell.
We're all going over there, right?
No, I only think.
Yeah.
Is it only?
Is it only me? Okay.
I thought you had made a plan.
We made a plan. I think we're going all of us.
I'm over there.
I can only make him invisible. I can turn myself into something else as well. But I think if we can draw these guards away, maybe we make him fall asleep first.
I'm
You're just
already
talking to
there.
me
Just
right
waiting
now.
for you to get over to my place so I can do it.
We walk over casually. Am I supposed to stay there?
Azul, come on.
I'm gonna message you to. How far away is that? That's more than 40 meters or 120 feet, right?
Yeah, probably is.
It's not more than 120 feet.
It's not more.
But you.
I mean, that would be.
To be fair, you don't know where I am.
If as long as it's in the direction of I know that you were, I can do it.
Okay.
That's basically how the spell works. It can move around.
I'll
corners.
allow you. I mean, you can't do it through that building,
No, but that's the thing. It can go around it. That's the
but
thing.
then it's more than 120 feet. Isn't it? You can count 22 squares over to him if you want to.
1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Please continue.
You know what? I'll let you do
19,
it. It's on the edge.
20, 21,
But,
22.
So
So
it's on the
maybe,
edge, but
maybe
okay.
stand there.
Yeah.
Instead then.
So I'm gonna stand in the middle of the.
Can you see? Are they doing anything?
They're just standing there. It's in my
It's in your
head.
head.
They're just standing.
Perfect.
Great. So I cast Sleep as a level 2 spell on that one.
On who?
On
the guard.
this guard.
Yeah.
On the hoop.
Which means I should.
Also, Kevin, make a perception check.
10 more. Well, I don't see a thing. That is a 6.
You,
back.
as you kind of make your way from light to shadow as you cross windows and whatnot, you notice that the rain
Oh.
is kind of hitting, and it doesn't make it visible because you're still very transparent.
Yeah.
But you can kind of, every time the rain hits around your body, you can just see yourself become more. You can kind of see the shape, like the water is responding
Yeah.
to you existing, kind of in the space.
And
But you're still in the
is
shadow on
it
the other
just
side.
pouring down or is it going one
I
direction?
mean, it would no, it's just it's rain.
Oh,
But it would hit you like
Yeah.
the water is reacting to you as if you weren't invisible.
Okay, well.
And you cast sleep.
There's a level 2 spell
Yes.
on that one.
Go
And
ahead
I
and
can't-
roll
that
6,
7?
7, D8. Have fun with your. This is why you buy a lot of dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you.
Right.
7 D freaking 8.
That's a good die.
And count.
And math. Wait, is that a 7?
And that's where we're ending today's session. It's gonna take a while.
This is so exciting. I am so excited.
25.
Wow.
I assume you walk up then to the edge of where you look down because you have to see the guy you're using sleep on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you walk up, just move your character a bit further up the... Yeah, you would be up on the edge further up. This building is further than it seems there.
Oh.
Exactly around there. You look around the corner, just you sleep down that direction and you just see him go blink twice with his eyes and just fall down on the side. And you hear a bit of a clink, but not like a full plate mail falling over, destroying everything. But he is now lying very sideways on the ground.
Great. I run over, take his swords.
If you...
Oh, maybe I don't know.
You run over and take his sword right next to the building.
No,
I'm not gonna take your word for it. Tell me what you do.
I run back to the others.
Okay.
And be
What happened?
He's asleep. Great. Now we just need to cause the commotion.
Yes.
I'm gonna go over and look at him, just to see how he looks.
And you look around the corner. It's
Yeah.
very dark at night, and it's a pretty dark alleyway, so you can't really see him.
Should have just gone in that way.
Do you have
It's like 30-40 meters down to
Dark
where
vision?
he is
I
lying
have dark vision.
prone.
Um,
And it's raining, so you cannot see him. You can just see what looks like a body on the ground.
yeah.
Lying
Okay.
still.
Can I, in some way?
And there are no windows, I should also add, facing your direction.
Okay. And it's pretty much impossible to light a torch.
You can light a torch.
I'm gonna light a torch just to see his face with a firebolt like this, just on the torch. Just to light
You
it.
light the torch. Oh, I thought you were going to shoot a fireball at his face.
Why are you flipping?
I'm gonna fireball his face
Just so I
see
can.
who he is.
I don't know. I can't do that. Just have it in my hand and just not throw it.
You can only fire it.
That's exactly.
It's a
so-
bolt.
so
It's
just
not a
gonna-
flame.
Just gonna turn on the.
You light a fire. You
Yes.
light a torch?
And so I can see him.
No. Because you're more than 40
far away.
feet
Oh, I
away
thought.
from him.
Okay, I was gonna go up to him. And just so that I can see his
Oh, you
facial
walk all the way
features.
up to him
Yes.
through the back alley.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can see his features and how he looks.
Okay.
And I just wanted to
Should
take
have
a
just taken
breeze.
his sword.
Yes.
I'm not gonna touch him. Not gonna wake him up. I'm just gonna.
As you come up to him, you hear footsteps on what sounds like a wooden surface on the other side of the wall getting louder.
There might be more.
Just running away.
Hmm?
Just dropping the torch like in the mud and just running away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But did I see him?
Well, you saw that it was a human,
Yeah.
a male human, and that he was lying.
But I could see
Still on the
what
side.
my.
It's the same person that you saw when you walked past.
No, that was not him.
Oh yeah.
I guess I couldn't see him because
It
it was
wasn't
dark.
dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to see how his face looks.
Just a human? Male
Okay.
human face.
I guess what you're trying to find out is if you can use disguise.
Self to turn.
So you want to look like him?
Yes. That's me looking for like you. How
I
he looks.
didn't know that was.
I'm sorry. I
what
should
you were
have
trying to
specified. It's
do.
my fault.
How well do you have to?
I just really just have to see him have the same image in my mind, and then I can remember it.
I'll put it like this: you can make a disguised self that you believe would look like him,
Okay.
but I can't promise you that it's a complete identical
No.
twin.
Moves.
Because you didn't get to see all details, you didn't get to see what color his whatever the hell was and all
No.
that kind of stuff. So you can't do a full-on clone.
Okay.
But you can.
Yeah.
You
I'm
can
not gonna
probably
do
get-
that. It's just in case. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna walk a bit up here again and send a message to you. Okay. The back guard is sleeping. Now we have to find out how to get the other guards away from him.
Yes.
Did you see anything?
Did you see anything?
No, no. I'm asking you. Did you see anything when you were up there?
I just have to remember. I just have to get a response before. I can.
Okay.
The rain is reacting to my figure still.
Okay.
So
Blip, bloop, blip, bloop.
please hurry. Get them away.
So
What are we waiting for?
We have to get the other guards away.
Great. I cast dancing lights in this area.
I've been waiting for this. Yeah.
At last!
You cast dancing lights, and you get to control the shape. But I assume until you tell me you do a different kind of dancing lights, I just assume it's the flames that are kind of pulsing and flying around.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And can I make them different
You can do them in different
colors?
shapes. I think something like that.
Can I do different colors?
Yeah.
Dancing
might be
disco
awesome.
lights.
Yeah. You do a full-on rave party in the
Yes.
street. Yeah.
Okay.
And Kevin, you notice them both clearly noticing
Yeah.
what's going on, but not moving.
Okay,
On the contrary, they stand and they look down, and they just instinctively they just hold on to their swords in the side.
I try to use thaumaturgy, and if possible, I would like to create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within range.
What is the range?
The range is 30 feet.
So that's 6 squares away.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
You can just walk further down.
Yeah, okay. So I'll try to make it as far as way, so just around the corner. I want to create the sound of a woman screech, like a woman in distress. Help! Or just a screech because it's a sound.
I understand.
Yeah.
I just,
If I
again,
can't do
I'm playing
words.
an entire city responding to what you're doing, so I just have to, Okay.
Okay, so I do that, and then I try to walk back and seem.
As you do that, the first thing you see is that the building that is, you see how there's 2 lights down here? The building there, I can't do that on the
This
map
one,
right
this
now,
one.
but the red building right there,
Yeah.
there, right where your finger was, yes, that building, you see the lights be lit inside that house now as well.
Okay.
And you notice, Kevin, the 2 guards that are standing further up. The first one of them walks over to the other, and is just, walks. Oh, I should say starts walking over towards you. Tell me how.
when he does that, I'm gonna try and sneak over there.
Across the street.
Yes, across the street, and
Into the warehouse.
but get onto the pavement
Side
as
pavement.
fast as possible.
On the other side.
But still,
Make a stealth check with advantage.
oh, that's great.
With advantage.
So that's a 16 plus
Just tell me what the end is. I don't need to roll.
20.
Dirty 20.
You make your way
20,
across,
20.
and as you stand on the other side, as you cross that over, you see that this side
Yes.
of the warehouse has a long kind of plateau up. It's not high up, it's just kind of a step up, but clearly where they can stand and load wagons and whatnot.
Is it possible
And
to get
you
inside
see
the warehouse
that-
from that?
And you see that
Sorry.
inside, no worries, there is a person currently putting up or just stocking up things right there.
Okay, cool. And I'm
So we
gonna,
put a die there?
Yeah. It was there. I'm gonna go in here and go up here.
Make stuff.
With advantage, please?
Yes.
Please.
That was actually fine. Yeah, it wouldn't. It didn't help. So that's 15. Fuck. Oh, that was
The
great.
guards are both looking. You see for a split second, one guard going, but then looks back and looks down towards the lights again.
Yeah.
And then as the lights kind of continue moving around, for how long does dancing lights last for? A minute?
lasts for up to 1 minute.
Okay, so you just see one of the guards kind of they have been talking for a little while, you haven't actively been listening to what they've been saying, but he walks back towards the where he was standing initially again. And you now
just
find yourself
How long have I been invisible now?
around 6, 7, 10 minutes. I mean, you don't know the exact number,
No, but
but for a
not
while.
half an hour.
No,
For an hour you can do that.
Great.
And as you come in on the other side, you walk up this little staircase.
Yeah.
and you see that further down here at the bottom there is a staircase leading down to a basement, and that's over here is a person walking back and forth between the wagon and this loading these different barrels onto the wagon.
So I'm just gonna look down on myself and see if I are there any tracks of me from where I've been.
As you make your way up the stairs, you do see muddy tracks coming up the stairs.
So I think I'm actually gonna use a minute or two to just try and take the mud off my feet and not throw it, but yeah, throw it at the guy. You did that? Yeah, but no, try and take the mud off and put it down on the pavement.
Make a stealth check with advantage.
Well, that's a nat 20.
Well, you succeed.
Thank you.
And as you take a step now, you literally make no steps.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Because you're really good at cleaning your shoes.
Cleaning things up, you know, I learned that at
Hidden talent.
Just messaging you, and you can respond.
You do not know where he is.
As long as I know it's in the general.
But he is around. I mean, I wouldn't say 40 feet is general direction.
Okay, sure.
And
Not
you
allowed at
in
this
a
time.
building and stuff too. There's, I mean, you could try and do it, but there's an equally big chance that you would contact the guard standing outside the door.
Huh.
Okay.
Don't do that, please. Hello, my invisible friend.
Did you make your way into the warehouse yet? Two peanuts were walking down to Strasse.
Who is this? Who am I speaking to?
So I'm looking.
It says that you can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. So I can actually target, like, in the barrier.
The question is, if you know that the
But
guards
you have no
actually
idea that he
been
made
over
his way inside the building.
No.
You're
Yeah,
standing
exactly.
way down
Yeah.
there,
True.
Okay.
like 100 meters away, and you have no clue what's going on.
Okay. Perfect.
So I'm
If you
gonna.
had seen him walk in, then yes, but you don't know.
I'm gonna try and get. Well, this is like, you know, a video game or something. So when is he taking things? When?
He is literally just loading stuff.
Yeah, but
Else
when is he taking the
NPCs,
most
else you
time?
can do.
What's taking the most
Yeah,
time?
what's
Loading
taking
it
the
or
most- yeah.
picking it
It's
up?
pretty simultaneous. I mean, he comes over, picks up a box, go over, puts it down.
I'm just gonna try and get.
But obviously, there's not going to be an infinite number of
No.
barrels on that wagon.
How far is he in the process?
It's kind of half full already. I mean, you can see the size of the barrels. You can see the size of the wagon. It's not going to carry 200 barrels, and they don't disappear when they hit the barrel or the wagon either.
I think I'm gonna sneak past him. Try and see
Make
if that's
check
possible.
with advantage.
Thank God for that.
I saw a natural one.
That's a natural 1 and a 6, so that's a 10.
You
This was my good die. I was
you
just
try to sneak your way past him, and it's as if as he's walking up towards the barrels again, and you walk past. I don't know if he dropped something or something else, but he kind of stops mid motion, and you just and you're literally standing holding your breath, and you just see this person who is looking at you, like right in your face,
He does the Snape.
but as he's kind of staring at you, he just starts moving towards you.
so I think I'm just gonna get out of the way.
Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Oh, thank you.
Fuck.
That's 18.
You just manage to backpedal kind of away and now stand, and he just kind of shakes his head and clearly he missed something on the wagon or something like that, and continues working.
So I'm gonna try and go to that staircase going down.
Yeah. As you head on over towards the staircase, you hear what sounds like steps coming up the staircase.
Oh, well then I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. And it doesn't take much longer until you see a person come walking up the stairs, and it just goes, so you need a hand. and starts helping the person next to him.
Great. So I'm gonna go down
8.
that staircase.
Should we
This is now a Kevin solo mission.
Certainly it
should we
is.
do something to?
You have been waiting outside now for at least a couple of minutes since you did the misdirection.
That's a good question. I don't know. What can we do? Because
Depends on.
I don't know. What did you experience when you went up there? Was there more guards up there?
Nothing more.
Did you
I
see
just saw
more?
that one guard.
Because there might be more people in there.
Yeah, and I think we need to kind of lure them out. Or she needs to find the thing, but we don't know what the thing is.
Sleep lasts up to
1 hour. No, that's you.
I tried.
Well, it says 1 minute duration.
so the guard would
Wake up.
now be. I mean, you don't see this. You don't see anything.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, I tried creating.
I would help you, but
Pretty
I'd like to
scary-
think that it's not my responsibility. to
Scary
know
sound,
the
but,
spell stuff.
They didn't really
I was in doubt.
react to it as I thought they would. So
Okay. Maybe we should try something more.
we need to
Need to do
be
everything.
more active, I guess.
Should I turn myself into someone that has the same kind of look?
As far as the three of you know, he is still sleeping.
Maybe we should check if he's still sleeping before.
How long does that thing you can do?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not so sure. All of a sudden.
Oh,
Well, maybe.
Okay, when you say that thing, I'm just gonna back around the corner then. Just make my way away and just let's go.
We are massively meta playing this right now, but since I was also in doubt, I'll give it to you. You look around the corner and you see this guard kind of getting back up on his feet, shaking his head, and
Embarrassed.
I assume Kevin, and I mean you notice the door opening and a guard coming in from outside and back, and you see, I mean you see him kind of disappear in the door.
Okay.
And Kevin, you notice him coming over and saying something to the other number 2 over there. And they have a discussion about something, not loud or anything. As a matter of fact, he's actually trying to keep it on the down low. And within a few seconds, the other number 2 goes out and takes his place, and he starts loading things instead.
Okay.
And
Was
he's
he-
still kind of shaking his head, going, "What?"
Was he still in the guard's clothing?
No.
Oh, okay.
None of them are wearing any guard clothing at all.
But they
not
just
even
have
those
swords.
out here.
They're all naked.
They have clothing on, but
Oh.
there's no
Armor.
There's no
Business like show business.
They had weapons.
They do have weapons. I mean, you don't know that, but
I mean,
oh, you did.
I look over from
you
here.
would
And I
have
told them as
noticed.
well.
You would have noticed that they
Just
are
these two I know.
wearing either they're really buff or they're wearing something underneath their shirts.
Okay.
Right.
Should we try to do some more distraction?
It's gotta be way more visceral than spooky or some, like it's gotta be. Can we create some sort of illusion that looks more like people or something?
I
I
can
have
turn
my
into
unseen
animals?
servant.
Unseen
Do something
servant.
with that.
As
Yeah,
you're
you can-
standing outside,
you can make
trying
him-
to find out. Just find out what to do. Kevin, are you making your way down the stairs?
Yes, I am. Stealth check or?
Nothing yet. You start walking down the stairs.
Staircase.
And what you see? Can you even see that here? Barely. What you see as you make your way downstairs? I'm scared. Is a
Rats everywhere.
you do not see
she's-
any rats, but you see a little bit of light coming from out, kind of like as sewer height, kind of from out in the back alley. And as you kind of peek your head on down, you see these massive wooden pillars that are clearly support beams for the basement. similar to the ones you saw when you were over in the other basement. And you see these like pretty much floor to ceiling shelves with all different kinds of tools and boxes and whatnot.
Okay, cool. Are there any people down here that I can see?
You cannot see anyone.
I'm gonna go down and start sneaking around.
Make a stealth check.
That's an 18.
Yeah, you make your way down the staircase and
Can I get triple advantage at some
no,
point?
that does
would
not
be
exist.
Yeah, and that's still a 4.
Double advantage.
And as you make your way down, you see further, as you kind of look further down, you see 2 torches on 2 of the support beams.
Yeah.
And that's really all you see as you kind of get down to the bottom of the staircase, and a person standing. Well, I suppose I would have to use this thing. And a person standing right there, kind of up against the not up against these, stocking different things on the.
Okay. I'm gonna try and go past him as well. We should have just killed these people.
How?
Use environment.
Okay. As you start walking on past him, you see that you don't actually see. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
With no advantage at all, right?
No. I should have given you disadvantage, but because you are
invisible.
That's a 10.
You notice, but at the exact same time as you notice, you're kind of walking on down, trying to sneak past, and you just see a very thin string across from here to here, and you fall over. And this guard who is posted right next to you hears this boom, but is just standing and looking around in
I'm not breathing at all.
confusion.
But I might try and, roll
That is
around.
the luckiest natural one I've ever rolled for you.
Oh, that's great.
No
He's
trap.
just looking around, being very confused, and it doesn't take more. Oops, sorry. Doesn't take more than a second or two before he says, "Guys, something just happened out here." And you notice that further down, let me just remove this, around the where he was standing, 2 people come walking out from inside this room and are now standing here and here.
Yeah.
Okay, I suppose you're lying here.
Yeah. Is this open here?
What?
Is this open here?
Yes, but you did not have time to see anything.
Oh, okay.
You're lying on your face there, and they would be standing essentially like this. Just looking, trying to. They're just talking to him. What did you see? What's going on? That is literally what's going on right now. They're just trying to understand what the hell is going on.
What the fuck is going on?
So I'm gonna try and back up to this corner over here.
Like crawling?
Yeah. Well, just getting half prone. Can you be that? And kind of.
I do not know if that's a condition, but you can be crouched. I suppose that's half prone.
Yeah. That's actually a very good way to put it. So can you please crouch me?
Make a stealth check with no advantage.
Julia.
That's a 10.
As you kind of try and get on up, the rocks don't go. But
the
you
lamp.
cannot not make a sound. You're carrying. Oh wait, you're not carrying any. Do
You have leather.
No.
If I'm.
Are you carrying a dagger?
Leather
or
pants
anything?
on.
No. But you make your way up, and just kind of lead up
Fart.
against the pillar.
Sorry guys, I had parts this morning.
And you see how the first guy's no, I'm sure I heard something. He's really trying to convince these 2 people.
Yeah.
But one of them goes, this is too stupid. You're always hearing things. And he walks back in, but the other guys stay.
One of them.
Yes, so the guy in the corner, yes, he walks back in, but the other guy stays with him and posts himself up kind of just underneath the lamp over here.
So basically on me.
Oh, is that where you're standing?
Right next to him.
I was trying to get to this corner.
Yeah, so you get in that
Okay.
corner, and in that same kind of motion, he just lines up against the wall. Are you sure it's something? They just start NPC discussing back and forth.
I'm sure it is.
And
That's
as
what
you
I
make your way into this corner, you see yet another small kind of isolated space where there's another shelf of just random boxes and crates and
Okay.
whatnot, all of them closed.
So I'm gonna try and get up now.
From your crowd.
Stand up.
Okay.
You can extend your legs without making a sound.
You know, sometimes do these, but yeah,
Today,
Never
is your
mind.
lucky day.
that's great. Kevin didn't have any surgery. Okay, well then I'm gonna try
more
and get in here
arthritis.
because, well, this is a shelf, but it's open here, right?
You can see the shelves.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and go this way
Cross.
here.
Just stand up,
but-
yep.
Yeah, but
See?
before I go anywhere, I'm gonna look for traps.
You do not notice the string is still there
Yeah.
that you stumbled across up here, but you don't notice anything on your way across here.
That's great. So I'm gonna go.
As a matter of fact, make an investigation.
That's an 18.
You don't notice anything.
So I'm gonna try and sneak
Make a
it in.
stealth check with advantage.
Oh, great.
We're back. And we're back.
I am so happy that this is with advantage. So that's a 17.
Make your way across.
I don't want as well.
And as you make your way to the other side, you see that in here, there's a, I mean, this is a wall. This is like this going here.
Yeah.
There's a wall. But there's another kind of back corner with crates and different things in here as well.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go up to this staircase here. Still, but before I do that, try and see if the two guards are still standing where they were
They
standing
are
before.
standing exactly where they were.
I'm gonna go to the staircase and look in to see what's going on in there.
As you peek on in,
Yeah.
you see a light source. Oops, sorry, come from in on the left side, and you see the room kind of continue around the other direction.
Can
And
I
you would have
just
seen over here as well
Yeah.
that there's even more boxes.
and can I just look down that way as well? Just take a peek.
Yeah. Make a stealth check.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Still think.
This is crazy. That's the third one in a row, but it's a 14.
You
With this-
kind
I'm
of
gonna
peek
change
on
this
out
die as well.
and peek down, and as you start looking down, you see another room down here
Yeah.
with a door, closing it off, and you notice that down here there's a guard sitting and kind of half sleeping against the wall on a little stool down there.
I'm gonna go up the staircase and try to get in here.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
This is bad. With no advantage at all, right? Well, that's a 22.
You walk on up, and as you're kind of putting your foot down, you just feel how one of the steps on the staircase gives way, but you kind of manage to lift your foot up before it makes a sound.
Yeah.
Do you take
Further
a
up.
step further?
You know, the crazy thing is, I was thinking maybe I should just step over the staircase just to make sure that I don't make any creaking noises.
But you didn't.
Then you wouldn't know on your way out.
True. Yeah. So I step over and come up here
Mm-hmm.
and look for anything.
You make your way up. It's only a couple stairs, so
Yeah.
similar to when you were up above. It's just this kind of plateau. The dwarf makes the biggest step of his life. And you come up into this bigger room again. You have a corner where there's the light source from outside. You can see the kind of the reflection of the street lights on the corner of the street coming in through the very low hanging window.
Okay.
And as you look down to the left, you see where the original light source came from, and a long table with a guard sitting here and a guard sitting here.
Get out, get out, get out.
So I'm gonna go back.
Mm-hmm.
and sneakily take a small step over that.
Stealth check.
And that's a nat 20.
You managed to
Thank
make your
fucking
way.
God for invisibility.
Oh, that's 24 actually.
You do manage to make your way across.
So I'm gonna peek again and see if I can see any traps.
As you kind of come out and start peeking around the side, you sense that the person who came out to what the hell's going on is now starting to move towards you.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna
And
try.
because you just rolled the natural 20, you manage to just lean up against the wall and have him walk right past you. And you see that he actively takes a step above that one step as he makes his way into the room.
They know.
I'm kind of hungry, guys. Should we just snack while waiting?
And you have heard nothing from Kevin ever since you made Dancing Lights, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's
And the haunting
I'm sorry-
screech.
I'm sorry for
Wonder
this.
how he's doing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess he would
quiet.
be coming
You
back.
could,
He would have come
you
back
could
to
always
us if
storm that back door.
I think he would have
And
come
fight
back to us
19
if.
guards. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised you've made it this far, so...
I think Kevin would have
Imagine
come
having
back
to
to
get out
us.
again.
I think Kevin would have come back to us if there would be.
By now, you've probably spent somewhere around 25 minutes on this.
So yeah. So I'm gonna continue, but looking first. Do I see anything? Do I see any traps?
As you make
Any
your way
traps?
around, make an investigation check.
Oh, not with advantage, right?
No.
My goodness.
You're more than welcome to roll a die and actually roll
die.
the die normally.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, what did you roll?
Well, I rolled an 8 before, and then I rolled a 4 now. Which
Okay,
one
you do
I
not
use?
notice any traps. You see there's this corner of the room, and again, a closed door in front of you with a guard sleeping approximately, what is that, a meter and a half away from you.
A closed door?
Well, that is what that is.
Fuck.
Right there.
And a guard sleeping.
I just explain this? He's just sitting up against the back wall.
I
on the
just read him
stool.
sitting. Yeah, okay, cool.
He's not sleeping, but he's sitting with his eyes closed. Very much not paying attention to what's going on.
Cool. So I can I see a key on his body?
No.
No. And which direction does this person look?
He's just standing up against the wall, still looking towards the area where he heard the weird sound before. I think now he's actually walked over there, kind of kicking away dust and stuff like that, trying to see if
Anything?
if what's
Looking for rats.
happening.
Okay. Well, and I can't see a key on him, no. No. I'm gonna try and... This is the worst idea ever. I'm gonna try and
Probably.
open the door. Just see if it's pushable or pullable.
As you put your hand on the door and first push, nothing happens. But as soon as you start pulling the door open, make a sleight of hand check.
I love that. Yeah. And that's not gonna happen. That's a 7.
You open the door, and as you open the door, you see inside a room where there's a person standing here, looking straight at the door being opened.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna go over to the crate.
Over here?
Yeah, can I jump on that crate?
I'm sure you can.
Well, not jump. Crawl on that crate.
I'm not gonna prevent you from attempting anything.
I'm gonna try and do that.
He's dead. He's dead. I don't know where he is. I said it.
I didn't think you were gonna lose 2 characters on the same session.
No.
End the session, end the session.
This is where. Well, so I'm gonna try and get on that box.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's too much. I can't.
Okay, this is crazy. That's my 4th natural 1, but that's.
But you're saved by the advantage.
No, I'm not. It's an 8.
You crawl on the box, and you can just feel it in the box, and it's making a sound too, which is indicating that even for dwarf. It's clearly not made for holding the weight of
This box wasn't made for
of a
holding.
person. And you see the person that was sitting on the chair over here before, now kind of waking up, looking and seeing the open door, and the person who was in here before comes walking outside.
Yeah.
Just looks around. Albin, what are you doing? And he just goes, "Oh, sorry, boss. I wasn't doing anything. Why did you open the door?"
Is he
And they
still
just-
in the doorway?
He is standing in the doorway, looking at him, talking to him.
Is there room for me to get past him?
No. And he is just giving him a hard time, obviously, and just looking around very suspiciously.
Looking directly at me, pointing.
Why are you here? No, he's looking around and then just. He probably would say something along the line. I wouldn't say stupid rats, but he closes the door again. And this time you hear it being locked from the inside.
Great success.
Yeah,
Great success.
This is just great. Great. Well,
What's the difficulty on this quest?
well, for one person, 12 million.
Zeke did indicate something when you first got here. That this was the big X saying you should not be here yet.
True.
But, I mean, again, you've made it this far.
I didn't hear that at all.
Yeah.
It's like walking into Assassin's Creed. They have these red skulls just over the people.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
fight these, you will die.
Yeah.
This is basically what
Bounty
it
hunters.
is. And
So far,
It's
so
a raid. It's a raid. It's a dungeon.
it's a dungeon with one
Heroic dungeon.
I'm gonna try and. Oh, sorry, I just fiddled. It's gonna be great on the
The sound.
sound.
Would adjust it so
why
it
is
can
your
hear what
microphone
you're
sitting
saying.
so far down your bed?
I actually don't know. It's better now, right?
There we go.
And before we haven't heard the last 30 minutes of what we've been saying.
Oh, that's no. It
It's not important.
Good thing you're not.
It has, of course, it has. No, I'm gonna go down for those crates and try and see if I can find a pebble or something on the ground.
There would be plenty of those.
Cool. I'm gonna go down and grab one of them,
Yes.
and I'm gonna throw it at the person standing here.
You take a small rock
Yes.
and just kind of tosses it across the room, hitting the person on the shoulder. It lands on the ground and he looks over to the person sitting on the stool up against the wall who's clearly not paying any attention to what's going on right now.
Thank you.
He just looks at him for a second. And then gets back up against the wall but starts looking around a lot and holds his hand not on the sword, but he's just even more confused now than he was before.
I'm gonna go down again and watch this Albin guy find a pebble and see where he's looking. I'm not gonna take the pebble up though. Where is he looking?
He is just looking around because he's confused by everything that's been happening.
Okay.
Oh no, the guy up against the wall?
Yeah, no,
he
no,
is
this
literally
guy.
not paid attention to anything.
Cool. So I'm gonna take one more and I'm gonna throw it.
As you pick that rock up,
Make it dexterity.
no. The guy behind you, just the one who was standing over here, the one that you threw the first rock on there,
Yeah.
just yells, "Floating rocks! Floating rocks!" to the people in, well, everyone. And within a split second, you see the people from in here sprinting out.
Can I, as a reaction
It would
to
be-
floating rocks?
It would be known that if he interacts with an object, it would become invisible as well. It would disappear when he holds it. That's just so.
No floaty rocks.
No floating rocks, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But you were gonna throw that rock.
I was gonna throw that rock. Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
The reaction is the same. Because he was very much looking around. I rolled a 19 on his
Can I see
perception.
if I do the nat 20 on it?
No, because you were still throwing a rock.
I didn't. I rolled 18.
Floating rocks! And everyone from in this room comes running out. The door from in
Where did you throw the rock?
At this guy here.
Again? Again?
Yeah. As a reaction to floating rocks, can I try and roll over here? Like, do a roll?
Yes, but there's no way you can make a flip that is not gonna make any sound. On pebbles in a basement.
So are you
With a
sure
guy sitting right next to you.
you wanna move that way?
Okay, cool. Then
There's no way you're not gonna make a sound.
It's just because I'm a cool guy.
I just want to do something cool.
No, I'm gonna
Maybe
try.
if you use silence in the room if you were a wizard.
Oh, that would have been great, right? But I'm just gonna try and sneakily walk over here instead of standing there.
Before you do that,
Yeah.
just make a dexterity saving throw. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, you would have heard the door being unlocked that you're standing up against right now.
It opens right in the face.
And in response to that, I will let you react to it as you see fit as the door is getting opened.
Oh, cool. Then if I hear the door opening, I'm gonna get out of that way.
Make a
Yeah.
stealth check without advantage.
14.
You are currently standing where you are, but you have 6 people now because the guy in the door has opened the door
Yeah.
and is standing on at the door looking around. So you have got 6 people looking around, being real annoyed at the guy who's yelling all the time.
Yeah.
But still, this is getting too weird now and looking around.
So I'm gonna try and get over here, around this pillar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna float over.
As you make your way over to the next box,
Yeah.
you just hear as your foot collapses through the crate. And
No,
It's not on the crate.
He
It wasn't on the
he
crate.
went
You were staying-
around.
Yeah, yeah.
weren't you gonna go around here?
Nope.
Oh, the other way.
Around.
Yeah,
Around the
That way, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's actually what
okay.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check without advantage.
21.
That was so much
so
at
close.
once.
It was 7, but it was.
You are now standing right where you were.
And right now, I think I'm crumbling down to make myself as small as possible, but still on my feet, ready to jump wherever.
You see now that the person who was standing, who was yelling initially, he has drawn his
Yeah.
sword and is just standing and looking around like he's not actually trying to hit anything, but he is slowly starting to kind of feel his sword around you. I'm telling you, there's something here, something ain't right, and he's just continuing to do this. And the first 2 guards who came out are starting seemingly to trust in him.
Why would they?
And all the guards from upstairs are also coming down.
What are you doing down
All those
here?
19 people that you should have fought.
And the what appears to be the boss
Yeah.
person, who clearly has a sort of leather armor on,
Take that sword.
is starting to look around and just kind of yells out, "Is anyone here?" And you hear that from up the stairs, a person coming down. And just kind of, you hear a yell from over by the staircase. "Boss, is everything all right?"
Is he still standing in the doorway?
Yes. And he just yells up to the guy on the staircase. "Close the gates. I think we have somebody in
Sound
here."
the alarm.
And what you hear from the distance, and you would hear it as well, is these big squeaking orange doors closing off the warehouse.
Rain.
And that is where we end today's session.
Shit, fuck, Lord,
So thank you everyone so much for tuning in. We will see you for more D&D next time.
Pray for us.
Multiple deaths.